don't need me to fucking.
Do it.
No, I'm good. No,
We're recording.
dude,
That's why I want you to do it.
No, dude, I fucked my
Pull
throat
it
up.
closer. Pull it closer. I've had many issues
Closer.
with these microphones.
Hello? Hey. Hello?
Hello?
You got the wrong number.
All right, it's working. So, obviously, there'll be an intro before this. Got Marcos motherfucking Baez, one of the many kings of Detroit hardcore.
What up, what up?
One of the hardest moshers, one of the most furious voices I've ever heard.
Nah. Come on.
Sounds like a troublemaker, though, to me. You seem like a troublemaker.
Hey, you know, I'm literally from here, so, you know, I'm like, my mom's house is like a block away from your house, so I'm literally from this area.
Oh, no shit?
So, of course,
Okay.
I'm a fucking troublemaker.
Yeah.
I was not a rail splitter, but I was at some point a troublemaker.
I sparked this joint because it wouldn't be right if we weren't smoking a joint with the ex-straight edge kid.
You're going to get a lot of shit for that. People are like, oh, come on, man.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
Exactly.
People want to judge people for their fucking own personal choices, or not judge you. Everybody probably accepts you the same as you were, right? Because you were once straight edge.
I'll say.
Who gives a fuck?
I still have love and respect for all of my friends who are straight edge, who've been straight edge since they were fucking kids. So,
Yeah.
you know what? And to that, I'll smoke to it.
yeah. Well, hey, look, man. People change throughout life. They do things. They make good decisions, bad decisions. They change their paths. Fuck it.
Exactly. I'm doing me and they're doing them, and I'm happy for all of them. Exactly. No matter if they're straight edge, if they're not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Maxwell, mind your fucking business.
No, we can immediately jump into that question because he told me he was going to ask. The reason why I broke edge was because I felt so strongly of it. I felt so strongly of the, like, if you're not now, you weren't ever type shit. And I was thinking of breaking. And I thought, how disrespectful to people, like, that I've known all my fucking life who, like, die for this shit. You know, like Brendan Theory and Josh, fucking John Music, all those fucking people. All people who I've seen be straight edge their whole fucking life. And I was like, if I'm already thinking about breaking, I should just do it. Because it's not fair to them, you know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
And I will say, shout out Josh. He did give me a lot of shit when I broke. He was like, "You're a fucking bitch," blah blah blah. But I love him to death.
Yeah.
That's like my fucking big bro for real.
Yeah. I'm sure once you show, you know, your, I'm sure at one time you said you fucking die for this shit. You'll be straight edge forever. But as you change and grow, you know, it's probably something to struggle with for yourself and to think. You know, because like people say, I don't care what other people think, but yeah, you do. Especially,
Of course, and
if
like
you're one straight edge, you'd be like, man, people will probably give me shit for this, like
and
knowing
like
right
and,
away.
And I was fully expecting people to give me shit for it, and people still to this day like give me shit for it. And you know, that's totally okay. You know, like I'm still friends with all these people, so like that's cool with me. You know what I mean?
How long were you straight edge for? And
Like,
let's talk about it for a minute. Who gives a fuck? When did you decide to become straight edge, and when did you decide to not be straight
when
edge?
I was like 17.
Would you sell out?
So
There
when
you
I
go.
was like 17 years old, I was like, oh, there's this thing called straight edge. I don't know a lot about it, but I don't drink or smoke, so I'm just gonna this is it, with no knowledge of like whatever. Like I grew up like enjoying like hardcore music, like all that kind of realm of shit, but I didn't understand it like that. So I like claimed, but then like I drank and whatever else because I was 18, 19 years old. But when I was like after my 21st birthday, because High Alert actually played a show on my 21st birthday, and I got fucking hammered. So sometime after that, I claimed, and I broke when I was like 23. So I'll call that about 2 years, I'd say. Around that, I don't know, not fucking long at all. Like I said, mad love to everyone else who fucking died for this shit, because I respect the fuck out of it, honestly. Because like you see bands that like have straight edge songs or are straight edge, for example, Enemy of God, Magnitude, Inclination. People go the fuck off for that shit, and I honestly love it.
I agree. I think it's very cool. People, you know, who can dedicate their lives and wear it proudly, you know, as a lifestyle to be straight edge, and
It's fucking dope,
dude,
honestly. Like I can't
it
hate
is cool as fuck. It's
I can't
cool,
fucking
man.
hate it.
The
I'm
straight
only a
edge people
hater
are
because
cool
I
as
broke.
fuck. Straight edge is cool, man. I like any straight edge band, the lyrics, you live in a healthy, or, you know, a drug-free, not every straight edge person's fucking healthy. Let's get that out of the way.
Oh, absolutely.
But, you know, definitely I'm a drug-free or whatever. That's about it.
Because like I have so many homies that are like, yo, being drug free is so sick, but I love McDonald's, dog. And I'm like, yo, me too. What's up?
Like that's like their guilty pleasure, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, but like I said, like I would rather friends of mine who are straight edge, you know, maintain that. Who gives a fuck if you're down in a fucking quarter pounder with cheese, dog? Do your own fucking thing, because chances are I am too. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. Like, it was a part of my life that happened. It came and went, and like, do I still get shit for it nowadays? Sometimes,
probably.
But
yeah.
I enjoy it because that means those people still deeply care about being straight edge, and I fuck with that.
Yeah, and if they weren't busting your balls, then they probably wouldn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, so there's your answer, Max. Fuck you.
Maxwell, Mr. Straight Edge Redbeard.
I'm playing a show with Under the Knife. Their first show back.
Next weekend?
Yeah, this weekend. This Saturday.
Oh, in like 2 days?
Fuck, what's today, Monday?
Oh shit. Oh, yeah.
Like, wait.
I thought it was a Thursday.
Already
No.
high.
Yeah.
Yo, isn't it like fucking
October?
Thursday? Thursday, 2001?
Okay, yeah, this is going to come out today's Tuesday. We're pretending it's Tuesday because this is going to be out tomorrow.
Yeah, guys, I didn't say Monday. It's Tuesday.
Yeah. So in just a few days in Grand Rapids, right?
It's actually, so they're touring with Disease, or they're
That
doing that
that
run.
3-day one.
Yeah,
There
that
you go.
3-day,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
band from Toledo. But we're just playing that one day, that fest in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Midwest Unity Fest. Shout out Max. Shout out Matt for throwing that shit. I'm excited as hell. There's some bands on there that I didn't know about until like we announced this fest. Like Fall 50 Feet. That band's fucking tight. 8 Gates. Shout out 8 Gates. Shout out, of course, Under the Knife. Shout out my band Loose Cannon.
Yeah. I have the flyer right here. It's a lot of. There's some fucking like. There's some bands I can't even read the name. Oh, Domestic Terror, Fall 50 Feet, Disease, Split Up, Under the Knife, Loose Cannon. That's your new band.
Hey.
And some other shit. Fists and Fits. Oh yeah, I forgot about.
Shout out Zach, bro,
Yeah,
the
has
fucking
Zach from
homie.
Jackson.
That dude will mosh hard on command. Literally, I've seen
he
that
doesn't
dude
stop.
go off. He doesn't stop,
He's
dude.
Energizer Bunny.
It's all them fucking skinny ass tall dudes, bro. Fucking Trevor Rank. That dude goes off too, bro. That's the homie. That dude always goes off. It's crazy. I wish I could move like that.
Yeah, but that show anyway. It's in Grand Rapids at Midwest Unity Fest.
Yeah, Midwest Unity Fest. Is that Skeletones?
Yep. Yeah, it's only $20. Fucking go out there if you're not already out there. Yeah, no, I pulled the flyer up because somebody asked me to bring it up.
Oh, well, here we are.
Most definitely, I will. I like to share shit. You know, if anybody who's listening to this already knows. So cool. So we talked about straight edge and you being a sellout. We got that out of the way.
Hey,
No.
exactly.
Yeah, we're smoking weed, enjoyed ourselves.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, we just always take it back. How did you get into hardcore or punk or metal or whatever the fuck you started listening to first?
So I like everything, realistically. Like, when I was in high school, I was listening to fucking, like, The Devil Wears Prada to, like, Bury Your Dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I felt myself always gravitate towards that heavier shit.
Okay.
'Cause, like,
And the years matter, though. So
Yeah. Oh, like,
what
like
year was
years?
that? Yeah.
Okay. So, fuck, man. That's hard. Because, like, 2007, 2008, my dad, I want to say around that time, my dad showed me Despised Icon and, like,
Okay.
Bury Your Dead and, like,
Hell yeah.
even, like, Cold as Life. He showed me, like, old ticket stubs from fucking shows at, like, Harpo's and shit. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, and, like, I was still so young. I was, like, jamming, like, fucking, like, Lil Jon and Usher and shit. So I was like, this is cool, I guess. I don't know. Like, this is scary at some point. But then that ventured into me listening to bands like Suicide Silence and shit. And then as I got older,
Job for a Cowboy.
yeah, like Job for a Cowboy, fucking Black Dahlia Murder, shit like that. And then a couple years later, my cousin's like, yo, here's like the Acacia Strain, and here's like fucking Animosity, and here's all these other bands. And that ventured into me like learning about all these other fucking bands and stuff. Because he used to play in old bands too, and he covered Losing It by Bury Your Dead. That was the first time I ever heard that song.
No
Was
shit.
his fucking shitty high school band. We all have shitty high school bands.
Yeah,
His shitty
of
high
course.
school band covering fucking Bury Your Fucking Dead. And I was like, this is hard. Let's do it. Cool.
Yeah, who was this? Your cousin, you said, right?
Yeah.
Did he sing for that band?
No, he
Okay.
played bass in a band called Coast is Clear.
Okay.
They were like a little. They played with Josh's old band, Brains Out, quite a few times. Respect Fest 2011 was
Okay.
when I was introduced to shit like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But like older than that is like when, cause he. So actually, okay. So I'm gonna backtrack a little bit more. Before 2011, he did do vocals in like a deathcore type band. Bigger set dude, would have never expected it. I even like give him props to this day because he doesn't do that band shit anymore, but he can still hold it up. You know what I mean?
Nice.
But after that, like, fast forward a few more years, like 2015, 2014, friends of mine in high school, one particular Josh Hoke, fucking homie, good homie of a lot of my homies too, went to high school with him. He showed me fucking bands like Twitching Tongues and fucking like shit like that, Power Trip. I went out to fucking, like that same year I went out to like Power Trip shows and like Twitching Tongue shows because I was like, these bands are fucking cool. Mm-hmm. And then from that, like, here I am now. Like, it's just years of me building knowledge internally in my head. Like, I've been like listening to hardcore and like metalcore and stuff like that pretty much my whole entire life. It's just I get these like base points and then I build from those base points. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this band sounds like this, and these bands also sound like all of these bands. So I'm gonna check all these bands out.
Most definitely. That's fucking.
Yeah, you got to remember too. I'm young, so like, so you're like.
How old are you? I was gonna ask you.
I just turned 25 this past Friday.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll be 35 in August, so. But all that shit.
Fuck
that's why I
yeah,
asked
dude.
you like the years. You said what, 2007 or something?
2007. Yeah, because I was super young, and like very.
Yeah, you were probably like fucking 12.
I'm not good at math, man. I was probably about 12. Yeah.
That's what year were you born then?
But yeah, I was born 97.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I was about
11
15.
or so.
Yeah, I don't fucking know, man.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, we're all high now at this point, so it's cool. But
so the years, anyway.
yeah, exactly. And
Because I was wondering about the Modern Exchange. Like, did you ever go there, or were you just too young for that?
My dad booked at the Modern Exchange, so I was there. I saw bands that like are blown up now, and like, no offense, suck now, like Whitechapel. I saw them at the Modern Exchange when they were sick. Attila, dude. Yeah. I don't care what you say. That first record was dope. Yeah. It was fucking funny.
I want to say they played there. I think Chiodos played there.
Chiodos played there a few times. Yeah. My dad was good friends with Eddie. He does sound at, I think, Parts and Labor now.
Yeah.
I think he's the sound guy for Smash now.
Yeah.
That's like what I heard.
He was there at the Smash Enemies album release show back in March. I was like, you're the guy from the fucking Modern Exchange.
Dude, yeah.
He's like, what's up, brother? It's been a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy's nuts.
It's fucking crazy.
He was always cool as fuck, though.
Yeah, my dad, Justin Pullum, shout out Parts and Labor in Melvindale. He knows my dad, like, because he went when High Alert did our record release show. He was there. He was bartender at the Sanctuary back in that day.
Yeah.
Well, not back in that day. It was like fucking 4 years ago, three years ago. But he was like, I didn't know your dad was Vic, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, and that just goes back to like the music he showed me throughout those years, making all those friends at the Modern Exchange, at Token Lounge, at the Bullfrog. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
for sure. All names people haven't heard in fucking forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bullfrog's like 5 Mile and something.
Exactly.
Telegraph, I think.
Yeah. Beach Daily was one of them. I think that was maybe. I think that was maybe Token Lounge. One of those fucking venues. I don't know. I'm still trying to play the Token Lounge. That's like a small
cool
dream
place.
of mine.
It's got a good fun little stage and shit too. That'd be a fun fucking.
Not like dream. It's more of like a funny like haha.
I haven't been there in a really long time. That'd be fun if they brought it back like hardcore shows. Now just like got cover bands play there and shit now.
It's actually funny because we'll get more into this whenever the time comes. But the High Alert like comeback show, whatever you'll call it, was supposed to be at the Old Miami, and Lyric, the guitar player for High Alert, because like when the venue fell through, he was like, fuck it, we're either gonna do it at Parts and Labor or we can try to do it at the Token Lounge. And I was like, how sick would that be though? Because think about shows that they would throw back in the day at the Token Lounge.
Yeah. It was like Joy Road and Beach Day, or Joy Road and Inks or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. My mom used to make all those fucking show flyers for like rap shows at the Token Lounge.
So I must have bumped into your dad, like
probably
way back to Modern Exchange, because I was always there. Like, I don't know, maybe 06, 07, 08.
If you just remember a very darker complected Latin man with spiky hair, that's him.
Probably.
That's him.
But because you brought up Justin Pullum, shout out to him. Like, he is the reason why, like, I even know half the bands you listed, like From a Second Story Window or like Job for a Cowboy or what else did you say? Animosity, I think you said that.
Yeah.
Or Despised Icon. Because he used to book all those fucking bands. Like, I seen on Broken Wings because of him, and From a Second Story Window, I think played one of those shows. I've seen him a couple times. But it was at this bar in Lincoln Park over by fucking Walgreens. There was a bar right there, and they had a basement where he would just book shows. Justin is Just in Case Promotions.
Yeah.
From like a long
now
time
that you
ago.
said that, I like saw the like little flyer, the like logo that they made for it or whatever.
Yeah, well, you
like
know,
half of the time it'd be like just the saying, but like sometimes like if you like would like make that flyer, they'd make them a cool little thing.
Yeah.
Fucking dope.
Yeah, and a CDC. Remember that band CDC?
Oh yeah.
Well, the first time I ever seen them, I think he booked that show, or he at least got the venue for that show to be booked.
We were supposed to play with CDC at what fest was it? Annie Up runs it. Motor City Fest. I just drew a hard blank. That's the easiest fucking name in the world. Like
in 2020, when I actually thought it was gonna happen.
Dude, yeah, I was hoping
like
that
a week out. Dude.
I was hoping that was gonna happen, man. But you know, maybe one day. There were supposed to be. I'm not gonna expose that shit, but there were supposed to be some fucking big ass bands playing in that.
Yeah, I don't
and
think
it was gonna be fucking sick. They never announced like the full lineup for it. I don't think so, at least.
No, I don't want this bag.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, it's getting kind of they were doing like a band, like a day by day release, and I don't know if they ever got through it all by the time of the fucking pandemic.
I just remember so many friends of mine were like, "Yo, we heard High Alert's playing. We're coming down, or we're coming up, or however you're doing it to come play too." Like I know Foreign Hands is gonna play, and like I'm like I'm cool with their drummer Tyler and their singer also named Tyler actually.
No shit.
And yeah, because Tyler, he plays in Wrist Me Razor too. He plays guitar in that band. And that new EP that Foreign Hands just dropped reminds me so much of when I was back in 2007, 2008. So I was like, yo, if you guys would have played any of that shit, if it was even written at that time, fuck. That would have been the first time for everybody hearing that shit.
Weren't they just here, though?
Yeah.
Did Wrist Me Razor play that show, too?
No.
No, Enemy of God?
Yeah, it was Enemy of God.
Love Lost?
Love Lost.
Yeah.
I was going to say Bitter Truth, but I don't think that they played.
No, that was Death Before Dishonor show.
Yeah, that's the one.
I wasn't there because it was a Monday. Fuck a Monday show, dude.
I'll tell you what.
Never happened in my lifetime. It's terrible.
It's funny. That was supposed to be Loose Cannon's first show.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think you told me that, actually.
We were very unprepared. We were like, let's fucking go. Death Before Dishonor, Year of the Knife, let's do it. Nope. I was like, we got a little too ahead of ourselves.
Okay. Well, at least you're honest, because you can... Like, it didn't look like a book show. It looked like anybody who would have came anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't wasn't many people that...
Yeah, so, I mean, it would have been fine either way.
Yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah, but, yeah, like, I was actually surprised. I seen some, like, crowd shots of, like, that Death Before Dishonor show, and I was like, not many people here. And not just because it's a Monday, like, people are gonna show up regardless, but me personally, it's just impossible.
Right, because it is a Monday, and I'll tell you what, right now, PSA, a lot of you kids are sleeping on these fucking old bands.
They are. Like,
they're like, Death Before Dishonor, I'm going to see Year of the Knife and leave. Okay.
Yeah, that was rude. And a Cruel Hand played, too, so...
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
That was it. But, well, even leading... In 2 weeks, Hoods is going to be here. Parts of Labor with Smash Your Enemies and... His band Arcline and the Cutthroats are both from the Sacramento area, I believe.
Dope, that's dope.
They're both good bands, but I don't expect it to be like a good turnout. Like I wish it would be, but because the people think like Mikey Hood's like fucking crazy, like because he's all about anti-vax and blah 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 whatever else.
Whatever,
but
I mean...
like like before this shit was all divided. Like his band, like he was the guy that would keep hardcore together across the country.
I'm just so ready to keep politics out of everything.
Yeah, most
I'm like,
definitely.
please stop.
Yeah.
Like, have whatever think of whatever you want of anybody. I'll think of whatever I think of anybody. Mm-hmm. That's all personal opinion. You know what I mean? I'm here to rock, baby. I'm here to fucking rock.
Crack skulls and smoke weed.
Yeah, exactly. I might not crack anyone's skull, but
yeah, you will. You're the toughest guy I ever met.
Shut the fuck up.
No. Well, let's get back to you. This is your biography of Marcos.
Yeah, here I am.
And we're talking about your getting into hardcore and shows and shit. Do you have any like early memories of like any shows that like you really that really stick out to you that make you think I love this shit? Like I'm not going anywhere.
So they weren't like earlier memories just because like when I was young everything was such a fucking blur. But I feel when the old Sanctuary shut down is when a bunch of hardcore shows were being played other places. What was that fest or that tour? I don't know. It was like Vane, Twitching Tongues, Down to Nothing, Life and Death tour. That tour. That shit, one of, like that was like the first time I saw like a lot of those bands live for the first time, like except for like Twitching Tongues. But I was like, yo, this shit is fucking chaotic. Trapped Under Ice at the Ritz, that shit was nuts too. Cause like, imagine that anywhere smaller. Fuck, like that'd be scary.
That wasn't there. That was at a time that I really wasn't going to shows. I see the shows. I'm like, fuck, like I should go, but I just sort of fell out for a minute there. But yeah, that's a good ass.
The last Sanctuary show too, like the last like old Sanctuary, like the one on East Outer Drive.
Yeah,
it was I think Detain played, Freedom did a secret set.
Holy shit.
Left Behind, Terror played. It was dope. It was a good show. It was a very good show. That shit got really chaotic really quick.
Yeah.
And okay, super quick. Shout out my boy Robbie because at the old Sanctuary, Easy Money played later or earlier that year, and him and one of our other boys were like moshing to the point of they were like fist fighting, but not like actually hurting each other, and they shut the fucking lights off during Easy Money's set. It was like everyone's like, yo, what the fuck, but they're still playing. It was dope. It was cool.
That's crazy as fuck.
I was like, sweet.
I always hoped like that would happen more. I've seen it like a couple times where like we're gonna go completely dark in the band and just like it was like a crazy breakdown, like I mean as dark as it can possibly get. Like say like the Magic Stick has done it before, I believe, where right before like a breakdown, I couldn't tell you what band, but where it just goes fucking pitch black and people are just swinging for the fences, dude. That shit's scary. You get clipped when you can't even see.
There's I'll show you this video if I can find it when we're off with this. But there was a time we played Adrian, who's the singer of Doubt It. We played his barbershop. High Alert did.
Shit.
And there was a light switch behind us, and we played this song that's on the EP, but like it wasn't out yet. And the ending is like a little bit of like a beat your ass part. And Robert just turns around and turns off the light. And it was dark. It was dark. And me playing it looked scary. I was like, geez. Which also reminds me, I want to play a show there again. Because that was so sweet.
Yeah, well.
It was like in the middle of a snowstorm. And I was like, that's like the only shitty part about this. It was in the middle of a snowstorm.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? It's Michigan.
Right. Exactly. Come at any time.
But let me see what I got. I got a High Alert. Is that a comeback show? Is it a one-time thing? Is this a fucking reunion? What's happening with High Alert?
It's just know, man.
I know shows. It's gonna be a fun show in August.
I don't fucking know. It's It's High Alert, Cycle of Abuse, from Philly. Our boys bar down from Toronto area or Ontario. I'm sorry, they're gonna kill me for saying that. And
what's in Ontario though?
No One Didn't Mind from good old downriver Detroit. Right now, I mean, at first it was a one-off. And I don't know. Kind of sort of what happened was we saw bands like Dismantle and React playing the OT in Toledo, like doing like that like one-off, two-off a year. And like Lyric and I got to talking like, well, see what happens. I don't know. I'm only saying this because he mentioned this on the Head Check podcast he's on. We're going to do a little something with the 2 promo songs that we had recorded. I don't know what yet, but we're going to do something with them. So whatever comes out of that show and us doing whatever we're doing with that is what's happening. You'll know as soon as I know.
Yeah, it's just kind of one step at a time.
Because right now it's just us getting back together and practicing and seeing how this show goes realistically. Because, I mean, I'm sure you know, Lyric is busy as fuck all the time.
Oh,
now.
fuck yeah.
Iced Out, Enemy of God, D-Block, fucking...
The podcast.
Yeah, the fucking podcast. And helping out with, like the zine and, like...
Yeah.
And, like, the merch and shit. Like, he's...
Yeah, plus a full-time job, I'm sure.
Full-time job, yeah. Him and Caro both work. Yeah, so, I mean, he's a pretty hectic guy. Jake is the drummer of Loose Cannon, and he's also the drummer of big deal as well, so he's pretty hectic. BB, our bass player, he's got a kid on the way, so he's pretty yeah.
He's about to learn.
Yeah, so I'm standing in his, because him and his fiance are getting married. They were supposed to be getting married this year, and I'm standing, and he goes, yeah. So we're gonna have to push that back because Sam's pregnant. I was like, it's cool, man. Fuck it, whatever. And Robert, he's doubt it blowing up, you know. You know what it is.
Hell yeah, that band's so
Don't
good,
fucking
dude.
doubt it. Yeah,
Don't doubt it.
And shout out Press Luck Clothing too. That man needs to fucking drop that shit. And this is audio evidence that you need to drop that shit immediately. Robert is sitting on the coolest clothing line to come out of Detroit hardcore streetwear, straight up. Out hand to God, straight up. This dude is sitting on some gems. And when that shit drops, it's over.
Good. Well, people are probably ready for it. You know, because he's mentioned it to me, and I think he has like his own shit that he has like wore like that I've seen on him. And I was like, oh, that's cool. How it's.
Yeah, I think he actually
wore different
it.
styles, like something I wouldn't wear, but like, you know, he looks cool as fuck in the shirts that I've seen him wear.
Yeah, I think he actually wore a shirt too tied down when they played.
Okay.
I think
that might be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's got the coolest hair too, man. I envy
He's been
that
growing
shit.
that shit out.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's funny, real quick. So we did a little run as High Alert 2019, and we were coming back up from Texas, and we stopped in Arkansas maybe, or somewhere. I forget where exactly. But that Pure Noise tour was there. It was like Sanction, Year of the Knife, Terror, Counterparts. And I'm sitting outside with somebody, and I like run into the guitar player of Counterparts. I was like, just like chopping it up with him real quick. I was like, yeah, we like play in this band and blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, are you with those group of people? I was like, yeah. He goes, who's that fucking kid with that hair? And they hit it off after that, dude. Like they're cool. I don't know like how cool anymore, but I know that like we were all cool for a minute.
That's fucking sick.
Like the funniest thing to happen. I'm like, dude, you literally made a friend because of your fucking mullet. That's
the best
insane.
mullet I've ever seen.
It is, dude. He maintains that shit. I've seen, I'm putting everyone on the fucking spot. I've seen many people try to recreate that shit, and they literally can't. I'm sorry.
Dude, I seriously, I really don't care about hair. I'm fucking bald. I've been balding since I was fucking 18.
I've been shaving my head the last few months too, so it's cool.
So if I see hair that like I really like, I'm like,
you're like, fuck you.
I'm like, you are lucky, man. Like that shit looks fire. Like, dude, if I tried to grow my hair long, it would be disgusting.
Dude,
like,
you would look like Hulk Hogan, bro. It's cool. You look like Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I'd be pathetic. And I always say,
hey,
like,
dude, I don't know. I think now you should probably try it. Just do it.
I always say to my wife, like, I want to go like 6 months without cutting my hair to see how shitty it looks, but I can't go like 6 days. Like I just hate how it feels having hair. It's itchy. It's soft and look fucking stupid.
The longest my hair's ever been in my life is when I was like 20-ish, I would say, and my hair was like down to my shoulders, and I would like put it up. I would be able to like put it up or whatever. And after that, I was like, nah, dude, fuck that.
Oh, fuck. Would you have a little man bun?
At first, yeah, but then it just all grew out, and I was like, I just have long fucking hair now, I guess. But then I cut all of it. I was like, nah, fuck that. This is stupid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people can pull it off great, dude. Like,
I could not.
No,
I could not. Do you see me? I actually finally filled out my whole body. I used to be stick skinny my whole fucking life.
Well,
this is growing up.
It's a young 25-year-old, right?
Yes,
it's
sir.
like your brain is just barely fully formed.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I've smoked a lot of weed, buddy.
Well,
it might not be fully formed in that way, but it's fully formed in a lot of other ways.
It's fully smoothed over.
Literally.
Yeah, my son called me a smooth brain. I don't know what that was. I had to look it up. I was like, oh, I'm retarded.
Like,
say that.
People come up with the stupidest shit to say. I'm like, man, just get through school. Just get through school. Stop worrying about stupid fucking words and phrases and clout. You're like 14. How old's your son, actually? He's like 13, 14, right?
He just turned 15 in May.
Holy shit.
Yeah, weird.
I remember when you first started the podcast, he was like, I just turned 13. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Weird. It's weird, I know.
Yeah, my youngest of my siblings that are like of my mom and dad's kids, like full-blooded like siblings, he just turned 14, and his voice is, I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
So you have a younger brother that's 4. That's so crazy to me.
You want to know something crazier? My youngest brother is literally 3.
Wow.
Yeah. So real quick breakdown. I'm the oldest of 6 boys. My dad cannot produce women. at all. So I'm the oldest, and it goes from like it's like 25 to 23 to 21 to 14 to 6 to 3.
Holy shit.
My dad loves to fuck, dude. I don't know.
Yeah. well, that's all your dad's kids.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Mom and dad are still together.
No, they separated a long time ago.
Yeah.
He got remarried and had 2 more kids. My mom got her shit snipped. She's like, "Fuck that, dude."
Yeah, I'm snipped myself. Fuck that shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. I've been looking more into it, kind of. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
yeah, you just never want kids.
My girlfriend's gonna hear this and be like, "You don't never said this before." Well, surprise, honey. I've been looking into it.
Yeah, I got a doctor.
I've not gone that far yet because I'm still
just kidding.
like I'm still like in the like I'm scared like thing.
Well, yeah, hey man, fucking having kids is a lot, so it'll cut into your hardcore lifestyle. If
no, it won't.
I'll
bring them.
Well, you can.
I saw this video. I forget. It's like on Facebook. You know how shit just goes viral for no reason.
Yeah.
It was this dad moshing to this band at like a house show with his baby like in that fucking like carrier thing strapped to his chest, just going off. I'm like, dude, you're gonna hurt your fucking kid, bro.
Break its neck or
right. You better hold on. Like granted, he was like holding on to him like this and like whatever. But I'm like, still, just that little protection, like. Just put him in a stroller. Keep him far away from all those fucking maniacs, man. You're going to hurt your kid. You're going to be pissed.
Shit. So, hey, let me ask you a question. I asked people, like, hey, send me a couple questions. I guess nobody likes me, so I didn't send no questions except 3. And we already asked the one from fucking Maxwell. We started off with that.
Son of a bitch.
This one is from Brian Williams.
BB.
Ask him about High Alert and his most prized memory with the band.
I said this before we were on. I was like, he wants me to talk about how big his dick is. It's okay. No, but honestly, so High Alert just started off. It was me, Lyric, wanting to start. I've known Lyric since I was like fucking 13, 14 years old. Like, he was quote unquote boyfriend and girlfriend in like 6th grade, 7th grade with this girl I went to school with, and he still lived in Florida because that's where he's from. And we like met on MySpace. Weird to think about. And we've been friends ever since. And then like he moved up here, and like we weren't like close right away when he moved up here, but like, you know, I've known of him. And then I forget what year it was, maybe like 2015, 2016, we became like actual friends. I saw him at shows and shit. And then 2017 we started High Alert, and he was like, I know this guy who can play bass. And I actually knew Brian too, because I was 3rd key holder at Journeys. Not for a long time because they didn't give me that much fucking responsibility. But he would come in and like buy shoes for me. He's like, oh, I like see you at shows and blah 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 blah. You ever thought about starting a band? I was like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. And then that happened, and then we got Jake, who plays in Big Deal. I forget if it was BB or Lyric who were like, yo, I know this guy who can drum. And then come to find out, I have known of Jake because I was friends with his fiance Amber, or I am friends with his fiance Amber. I've known her for like not a super long time, but I was like, yo, I like put that together. And I was like, yo, yeah, let's all be in a band together. Cool, sweet, awesome. And then we started, and yeah, I mean, it was cool. We put out a demo, put out an EP, and like I said, we have those 2 songs that we're sitting on. Pandemic had a little bit to do with the breakup, I think, and I mean, everyone was doing other shit and worrying about like staying alive, pretty much, you know.
Right.
And so we separated. I don't even know if we would call it a breakup anymore. I mean, I think, like I said, he mentioned on the podcast, he said something like, "Oh, we said breakup, but whatever, you know." I don't know. Yeah. I don't even know what it is. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just here to rock. Yeah. So.
Well, you guys were supposed to have that. Was there supposed to be a show with Purgatory? Were you guys supposed to play that show? Yeah, it
was. Oh fuck yeah, it was.
Annie Up, Purgatory.
It was Purgatory, Annie Up.
Refuge.
High Alert at Refuge.
Yeah.
Three-band show.
Cold Shoulder too. I think. It was
Cold Shoulder. Yeah.
And I was so looking. It was like days before it.
Yeah.
Days before.
And then like it shut down. I remember us uploading the flyer to our Instagram, and then like 3 days later, like, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Like, sorry guys. Yeah. And then my fondest memory.
Hold on, that was fucking 3 years ago. Though.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago.
2 years. In 2020.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. We toured with Capital Offense from Decatur, Illinois. Funny too, their drummer was just here for my birthday. Shout out Drake, he's a good kid. Fucking insane drummer, dude. He's younger than me, He's like just turning 20, and that kid can fucking rip. It's insane. Like he'll sit on Instagram Live, all fucking. I'm like, you're an animal, kid.
You spend that time doing it.
We played at this place called 523 Thompson in Austin, Texas, and that whole entire day was a fucking fever dream. It felt like, and like positive fever dream, by the way, which is possible, everybody. But like, it just all felt so unreal to me. Like we went to that big ass like Buc-ee's gas station. Jesus Christ, two grown men stuttering.
That was a good one.
two grown men stuttering on a podcast. What do you want? But like we went to that big ass like gas station.
Yeah.
And they had fucking food, and it was a convenience store. It was like a fucking Walmart sized gas station. So that alone was sick as hell.
I've heard of those. Like
Dude,
they're like
I
a thing.
love Buc-ee's. Please sponsor me, Buc-ee's. I need it. But
free gas,
or y'all just need to make one here. I don't know. It took Raising Cane's forever to have one here. It's in Lansing.
Yeah.
Downriver needs one.
Well, that's what I was saying. Downriver's like fucking trashy enough. Like they should have a Buc-ee's.
Bro, please just put one somewhere random. There's like a big ass Sears parking lot y'all can just have.
yeah, it's been a
fuck KB Toys.
KB Toys, fucking Foot Locker, and.
But after that, we played my favorite set of that whole entire tour. Specifically because of how mad Robert got. So we played, and the dude who was doing sound, or the dude who was supervising something, I don't know, wasn't really paying attention, accidentally knocked over a fire hydrant. It exploded during our set. Jake has fucking asthma. Was trying to like play drums and fucking like holding his fucking, you guys can't see this shit, but he's fucking holding his fucking shirt up to his nose. He's got cut off sleeves, so it's not doing anything. We're trying to play, and I'm trying to play, and I'm like gagging and fucking whatever. So then they have to open up the fucking doors. Everyone runs out, and Robert's pissed. He's like, my dad does fire suppression, and like I learned from him, and fuck you, you don't know what you're doing. So we like got on his ass like the last few days of that tour because it was funny. But the funniest thing was once it was all cleared, BB at the top of his lungs goes, wait, we got one more, get the fuck back in here. And everyone came back in and mosh to the last song. It was cool.
That's awesome.
That night we were just hanging out outside of the venue. It was like us and Fortune's Fool and Mind's Eye and Capital Offense. And someone had an acoustic guitar, so we were just playing fucking, it was like a little, what do you call it, like an emo night type deal outside of this venue around a bonfire, fucking singing like Secondhand Serenade, My Chemical Romance and shit.
That's cool.
All grown-ass hardcore men in our feels. It was pretty cool. Yeah, that was probably like my fondest memory. Honestly, anytime we were just fucking around, like in that van, just talking our shit. Long drives, us being annoying, all that shit is so fun. I would do it again in a heartbeat, man. Honestly, straight up.
Fuck, I couldn't imagine being in a van with you guys. Who has the worst farts? Could you say right away off the top of your head?
BB, absolutely. BB, close runner up. Jake.
Oh shit.
I will say Lyric has like old man farts. He's like, real quick, so it's really not that bad. I think I have pretty bad gas too. So I mean, sorry any of you guys if you dealt with that. I remember our first day because I was also like the heaviest I've ever been because like now I'm like 190, 195, but I was like 270 when we were on tour.
Damn.
And we had a bunk in the back, and it was me and Brian in the back. First day we pull up to Kentucky, we're like, oh wait, the entrance is right there. They slam on the brakes. We fucking break the fucking bunk of the bed.
Oh my god.
I was like, that's how this whole run's gonna go, I guess.
Yeah. Just breaking shit left and right, a bunch of hooligans.
Straight up, yeah.
That's funny that you said him though, because I think he went with Enemy of God to Grand Rapids when they did that Sweat Fest.
Yeah.
He went, and they asked us some questions on the way. Whatever.
Yeah.
They put one of those things that would ask us questions. I said, who has the worst farts? And they took a picture of him and said, this guy right here.
I'm glad everyone's on the same page. I'm sure you could ask anybody he's ever been around. I'm going to ask his fiance when we're done. Like, hey, how bad are they?
He's got a good fucking roundhouse kick though.
He does, man. He moves fucking quick. It's scary sometimes, and they hurt.
Yeah, I was surprised because he fucking, I'm tied down. He hit somebody hard as fuck. It was him then Austin. Like one after another hit the same kid, fucking kicked him right in his fucking face.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, and I was like on the other side of the pit. I think it was during Enemy of God. It had to be because it couldn't be any other bands.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. And they both kicked the same guy within like 10 seconds. He was just holding his face, like shaking his head, like, welcome to Detroit, motherfucker.
Right. You should probably either leave or suck it up.
Yeah, because there was Enemy of God, so it was a couple bands in, but it was just funny to see. I was like, yo, he's got some weight, but he can fucking throw that leg.
Yeah, dude, it's scary seeing sometimes because he'll go like, I don't want to mosh at this show tonight. And then he just goes off and you see that kick and it's like a gift. It's like a gift. That dude's tail, I can't fucking do that.
No,
The only reason I can kind of stay in it for as long as I do is because I practice at home like all of y'all do. You can lie and say you don't.
Yeah, you pretend you don't do your cardio mosh.
Fucking cowards. You guys know you do it.
You ain't never two-step to, get your heart pumping.
Dude, I've been like working out lately, and I think because I mosh, I've kept my cardio up already. So like,
most definitely. If there's enough shows.
I don't do it like every time, but I try to run like a mile or so, or like run on the treadmill like a mile or something, like mile and a half, but before I start picking shit up, putting it down,
Right.
But like lately, I'm like, wow, I'm not out of breath till like the last part of this mile. Holy shit, like I'm cool, like I'm good.
It is weird.
So shout out Mosh Olympics, shout out Mosh Cardio.
It's true though. It's true. It's like if you mosh a lot, you can mosh for longer because your cardio's up. You're fucking used to it.
Especially when I was like my heaviest, dude. I like could not at all.
Yeah.
And like they would like on tour, Capital Offense would always call it high alert, and I'm like, I can't, bro. I just ate a fucking McDouble like an hour ago. Fuck you. I can't move.
Yeah. Yo, how awesome was fucking Tied Down Fest though?
Fucking insane.
Is that not the coolest shit ever to come to Detroit?
Just not even like people watching, but people watching to the extent of how excited everyone else was. Like in my friend group, in other people's friend groups, everywhere around me, everyone was so happy to be there. Everyone was so stoked that this was happening in Detroit, in our city. You know what I mean? And I'm already happy because they've already said we're gonna come back next year. I'm already ready for that, dude. I'm already ready for whoever's going to play that because it's going to be fucking insane. I think they nailed the lineup. They nailed that lineup.
I think so, too. And it just goes as like a showcase of the Detroit scene alone because there's been some years here and there, not so much the past couple years, that Detroit was like overlooked by some like hardcore bands, it seemed. Like we've always got, the Terrors and the Bury Your Dead or whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
But for like a lot of smaller bands like to come through, as far as I'm aware, because I was hardly paying attention for a minute there, but it seemed like a lot of bands would have come up to me like Cleveland or they passed through like Indiana or fucking Chicago, and it's like, hey, what about us?
Exactly.
But
yeah.
I probably wasn't going to go anyway at one point, but it just goes to show that Detroit can be a stop on a tour if they haven't fucking already realized
because
that.
Not only was that show such a good success, that 4-band block of all locals, Jesus Christ, man. Which I'm going to clear the air right now. If you're mad that your band didn't play, get better.
Get better, that's it.
Okay, here's the thing. Loose Cannon didn't play. We're also a metalcore band, so I'm not fucking pressed about it. But I've been hearing, I'm not putting like beef on the table with anybody, but like shout out to like D-Block, literally D-Block, Enemy of God, fucking Big Deal, fucking Doubt It. Those cats have all been grinding for years, no matter if that band or any other band. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's been a whole like mix. All those guys have been in multiple bands over the past.
Like think of all the
10
bands.
years at least,
like think of all the bands that have grown from other older bands. Like literally High Alert alone. Like Doubt It, Big Deal, fucking Ground War. Rest in peace, I gotta say that real quick, bro. But
first and last shows were great.
Yeah, I'll say I think that they were cool. I'll do it again. Shit, whatever. I've mentioned it. I'm
like,
like,
one's on Hey 5-6. What are you gonna? You made it. You made it. You came and gone. You're a fucking.
It's funny. We went to
you're a mythical creature.
We went to my girlfriend's hometown for her birthday or something along those lines, and we were talking to like one of her friends. And he goes, "I saw you on a 856 video one time." I was like, "Oh." This is time to go. I'm gonna go in the car. That's so. I don't. That's like.
Like never happened. It's just out there forever now.
No, it's not that it never happened. It's just like, that's such a weird. It's such an uncomfortable thing. I'm also your friend's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Which is like way more important.
You like brought up like, hey, I seen you on this. Like,
it's awkward, and like, I'm just not that guy to like be stoked about being like I'm just because I have social anxiety, dude, and I have a stutter. You want me to talk to you about being in a fucking band? I don't. I don't.
Well,
the only reason why I'm doing this is because we both have a stutter. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's awesome because I've never I was gonna say though, like social anxiety, I fucking can totally see your point, but then it's weird. Like you're a front man of a band, or you've been in multiple bands, and I do a podcast where I talk for a certain amount of time, sometimes like once or twice a month.
Right.
And it's weird because, like, I wouldn't even order my own food back in the day. Like, I'd have my dad, like, order I'm like a fucking teenager, like, I want this. And I go to the bathroom. I just
hey, I want that.
I will not order my food. I wouldn't fucking, like, in class, I would never read. I'll fail this fucking class. I'm not reading.
Dude, people would pop, you know how you do, like, popcorn reading and shit in,
like,
school?
Pick me on
people
purpose.
Would pick me on purpose. Like, you guys fucking suck. I'd be like,
Oh.
I mean, my stutter's gotten so much better since then. I'm sure yours has, too.
For sure.
Speech therapy is a fucking lie.
Yeah, that never worked.
Fuck that.
Just have to talk more.
They were like, you graduated. I'm like, no, I'm still very anxious. I'm 7 years old.
Like, great. Yeah, you read some fucking like a note cards. Like we do like stupid trivia shit.
They would tell me to like focus on my breathing. I'm like, yep. Tell a kid with anxiety to focus on his breathing. Granted, I didn't know what the fuck any of that was.
Yeah,
I was a young ass kid. But like,
what a joke, huh?
Dude, for real, fuck speech therapy.
Starting. Look at me now. I'll fuck you up. You have something to say.
Yeah, fuck you, Kyle. Third grade, fucking speech therapy, counselor or whatever. Fuck you.
Oh my god. Yeah, mine was.
I hope you're doing great, but fuck you.
Yeah. You didn't even help. You fuck. Did you go to Lincoln Park schools though?
Nope.
No.
I went to Melvindale. I was a Cardinal.
Okay. Well, that's
very unfortunate. I know.
Well, and that's like. It's like in the same like class as in Lincoln Park.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
A little higher than Ecorse, a little higher than Rouge, but not so much Wyandotte or Southgate. Yeah.
Not much at all. Yeah, exactly. So I went to Southgate schools actually from like kindergarten till 8th grade. Failed 8th grade. We moved not because I failed, not because they're like fuck this, we're moving. But my dad got a good got a good deal on a house outside of like Northern Allen Park, like right where like Melvindale meets. Mm-hmm. So we moved there. We start going to schools there. I pretty much start my whole life over there because like no one knew I failed 8th grade or whatever. So like I was like, cool, whatever. Met friends. That's actually where I met my friend Josh, who like got me into like all those other hardcore bands and shit, like going to that school. So yeah, Southgate and Melvindale.
That's it. Fuck it.
My dad graduated from Lincoln Park though.
Yeah. I had to graduate. My dad fucking made me graduate. There's no way I was getting away with not graduating.
My parents did the same thing. They're like, you're either going to graduate or you're going to work. And I was like, I have more time to focus on getting older so I can work more places if I go to school. Because like you're 14, 15, you're just sweeping up hair at a barbershop or like running people's groceries out. That shit sucks.
Yeah.
When you're 16 and you get a job permit, dude, you can be a fucking cook if you want. That's dope.
True.
Which is exactly what I did when I went out of high school.
Well, let me ask you this. You probably spent a lot of time at Lincoln Park then, right?
Yeah, both my mom and dad are from here.
Well,
here.
I went in. Me and Josh talked about that at pizza restaurant, Clementi's. Remember that restaurant?
Oh my fucking god,
You're
bro.
a Lincoln Park kid, so
dude. My cousin Chris used to work at Clementi's.
So did I.
My dad's Oldsmobile got stolen out of that fucking parking lot, dog.
The best pizza is a pizza / bowling alley. That place was the shit.
It was dope as fuck. I just remember like my cousin's birthday parties always being at the legendary Vito's Pizzeria.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Right off fucking 4th Street.
Yeah.
I just remember. This is my sunglasses. Who cares? But I remember specifically like my mom working at Vito's and like, hey, I guess we're throwing Chris and Anthony's birthday parties here. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
But also, it was also so sweet too, because that was when that Kroger over here was like the best at making cakes. Because now all their cakes are just fucking basic ass cakes with toppers on them. Yeah. But they had this dope ass like Star Wars like battle cake with shit all over. It was so sick. I'll never forget that. I don't know why that's a memory implanted in my head forever. Because I had this little fucking dumb Anakin Skywalker ring forever. I held on to it.
You know what's funny about fucking Vito's? I was there one time as a kid, like 5 or 6 or 7. I was there with my aunts and I was playing with her fucking key ring, and I didn't know it had pepper spray. It was like a pepper spray canister on it, dude.
God.
Like I fucking sprayed myself right in my face inside Vito's.
In Vito's, you're like, oh my god!
Yeah,
Everyone's like,
in Vito's,
what the fuck is this
right
kid
in my
tripping about?
Fucking eyeballs, dude. We had to leave, didn't get to eat or anything. That's so funny. You brought up Vito's. It's like I fuck with them because they're on Groupon. You know,
They are.
well, they were like you pay like $10 and you get like a $25 voucher. So like I'd get like a
Bitch, I'm downloading Groupon right now. What do you
Groupon was
mean?
the best. I don't know if it's on there anymore, but it was where you
Speaking of other legendary Lincoln Park places, dude, Zukin's Rib Shack.
Zukin's.
You know about Zukin's, man?
fuck with
Bro,
Zukin's.
I used to work there. That's why I worked when I got out of high school.
the rib kebab. I probably seen you running the counter. Or were you a cook? Or
I was a cook.
Okay,
I was
yeah.
a cook. At first, they
Fuck,
had
smell
me.
like shit.
Dude, I smelled like fucking ribs all day. It was dope.
Ribs and fucking French fries.
Ribs and French fries and ocean perch. Every fucking day.
Dude, like if I can't think of anything to eat like with my family, it's either I'm like we're eating Zukin's or we're gonna go to the fucking Hong Kong Inn and get some Chinese.
Dude, yes, the Hong Kong Inn also. It's like right in between. It's literally right on the border of Melvindale and Lincoln Park. New Canton Inn. It's
I
right
know that.
across from that Family Dollar that's right over there. Literally right
Allen?
across the street. Yeah, it's like Allen and
Outer Drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Allen Outer Drive. It's fucking great. It's so good.
No, I'm so close-minded when it comes to like Chinese food, because it's all Chinese food, but it tastes fucking different everywhere you go.
Dude, it
I
is.
never really trust it. I'm like, it's probably not as good as the place I go to.
Take my
But you'd
word.
say the same thing about somewhere else you like better than.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
You're like, yeah, that's not my home base, but.
Yo, I will say Hong Kong Inn is good though. I think you would fuck with New Canton too. That's just me.
Well, what do you get?
Bro,
What's your go-to?
I get that sweet and sour chicken, extra thing of sauce. They give you a fucking big ass pail of it, dude. You don't ever need that much. But
Little
it's
Chinese
like,
little
and their
cardboard
portions are huge, dude. Like their quarts, like according to them, are way more than a fucking quart. There's
Man.
no way.
I love Chinese food. I was thinking of eating some fucking leftover birria. You ever had birria? You know what birria is?
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking
These
about.
are the Mexican beef shit.
Fucking so good. You dip it in that oil. Dude,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
So good.
I made it yesterday for the second. Dude. I made an authentic recipe. I looked it up online. I had to order like special peppers and shit. Like if you want like the
fucking dope.
legit shit. And I had to go to like 3 different of the fucking Mexican little taqueria stores around here. You know.
Oh yeah.
It's like Sin Limite and
There's this
Los Arcos. You got to go there to buy all this
fucking Los
special
Arcos,
Mexican
man.
shit.
There's this place Josh and I used to go to all the time, El Jalapeno.
Yeah, over on Allen Road.
Fucking good as
Yeah,
fuck.
yo. I haven't
So
been there
good.
yet.
Dude, it's so good. I don't know if they're good anymore. He was like, I don't know anymore.
Because they
but-
got the taco stand that's a little bit closer than that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
on
yeah.
Allen Road. It's just like a half a mile closer. So.
How is that place? I've never been there before.
I've only had a couple of tacos from there. They only have like 5 items, but they have these asada fries there, where it's like there's a
man.
giant steak fries with this
Me like
fucking
moaning into the
delicious-
fucking mic because I fucking love asada fries.
No. Let's go. All these fat fucks that are listening.
Nah.
I know there's some fat boys out there that'll be tuning into this today.
There's 2 right here, so what up? What up?
But it's steak fries, and they're like nice and like fucking well done, nice and salted,
Oh,
real
yeah.
good. But then they put like carne asada on it, or you can get a chorizo on it.
Dude, I love chorizo so much.
Yeah, but then
And I'm gonna get so much shit from all my Hispanic friends because like I'm Mexican and Puerto Rican, right? I can't. I'm sorry.
Say it.
I like I can say it, but like
Chorizo.
like my grandma and failed teaching me anything. It's not my grandma's fault because she passed when I was young. It's more so my dad's fault. It's more so my
Spanish.
dad because he didn't learn.
Yo, it's almost like a second fucking language around in Lincoln Park now. Lots of Hispanic
Dude,
people in
yeah,
the area.
absolutely.
So it's like my kids, like it's like they know. It's like they don't have Spanish, like just from like going to school.
Dude,
You know,
and
there's lots of-
that's like I was gonna say that's like the funny thing too is I took like 3 years of Spanish class and I didn't learn shit.
No, you just got to hang around Mexican people.
Dude, I'm literally
people who
Mexican.
speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Kinda like
Yeah,
I'm
your
literally
family
Me-
though. You don't give a fuck.
Yeah, whatever. But like
Like
they,
my grandma's saying.
yeah, like well, so like my great grandmother, she is full-blooded Puerto Rican. She's fucking angel. She actually passed a few years ago, but she loved to dance. She loved to make it fucking. She loved making tamales and pasteles all the fucking time, dude. I need that fucking red recipe. I know it's somewhere. Also the beans and rice. God, dude, so fucking good. Yo, I gotta hook you up because I just got my mom's recipe. Well, she kind of just told me what to get and just eyeball it, so I trust her judgment, I would say.
Right.
But once I make my first batch, I'm coming over. I'm gonna give you some because that shit,
I'm down.
from what I remember, is game changing.
You know what I say was with like seasoning. Just just eyeball it. Just if you think you added enough, just add a small pinch more.
There's a cook's,
you can never really go too much unless you really went like overboard with like salt.
there's a cook's rule, at least at Zukin's. There's a cook's rule. There's a gap that is the appropriate amount and what you would want, like personally. Go in between that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
especially
not
when
too
other
much,
people
not
involved.
too like more than like the appropriate portions, I guess, but less than what you would want.
Okay. Well, you know, Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
So good.
I was
Expensive, but so worth it.
Yeah. I was watching like a YouTube, like a documentary on like one of like their cooks or something. I don't know. You went this weird ass hole, and he was talking about cooking the fries and how they season with the Cajun. You have the Cajun fries there. Well, what they're saying is, if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned.
That's hard. That's hard as fuck.
If you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned.
That's
so,
true. Hey, I mean,
so
I
you know
vouch
it's
for
heavy.
that now. I personally vouch for that now. I'm gonna take that to my grave probably. 'Cause I've never heard that before.
You me either. I was like, that's a good ass fucking
Dude,
saying.
I love food documentaries.
Yeah, it could have just been
Fucking-
like crackhead cook that said it. You know, it's
Dude,
some asshole that
I'll
works
tell you
at
what.
Five Guys.
I'm
but
gonna
he had
sound
a
like
good
such a
saying.
fucking young man, but I use TikTok for two things. Recipes is one of them. Because holy shit, do they come up with the wildest things that I know I can make.
Like where it's like easy, it's like a hot dog with something. It turns amazing.
I think the best part about TikTok is you can save those videos and put them in your camera roll. So I have a fucking folder of food stuff.
man.
You know what I mean? And like she's about all that kind. Like she doesn't like TikTok, but she'll have like the like Instagram reels and like Facebook videos. We have like a shared folder on Facebook together of like food ideas.
Awesome.
'Cause that girl loves to throw down.
Dude,
I fucking love that.
I don't get mad at someone who likes to cook and who can cook. Like, I got a little bit of like disdain for people who don't even try to cook. I'm like,
Dude, I was
grow
actually
up.
gonna say,
like try, man, do something. Like, don't go to fucking Chili's. You're gonna waste your money. It tastes like shit. You get shitty service. Come see me. I'll cook for you.
Right, exactly. Like it's nice going out once in a while, but I will say I have been blessed to have an EBT card. I will say that loud and proud. Bro, don't forget where you fucking came from, y'all. Shit's not embarrassing at all.
No, it's not.
And those cards look cool. Fuck you.
Or just
but
fuck you.
I get so much money from that shit that I love home cooking because I don't gotta fucking pay for it. I mean, I technically do, but like it blows my mind that I can get all this food and I can make so much with all of it. You know what I mean? I love cooking, dude.
Sure.
I worked Zukin's. I worked at BJ's Brewhouse in Taylor, the one over by Southland Mall.
Oh yeah, I've been there. I had their fucking root beer and their black cherry pop. It's
Dude,
pretty good.
I was a line cook there. Holy shit, did I learn a lot there.
Oh yeah.
I was in charge of like 3 stations, and goddamn, there's just so much to learn about all of them. It's crazy, but I just love cooking, man, and like I love to grill, like to the extent where like I had people like go tubing for like over the weekend because my birthday was Friday, and I like bought burgers and dogs. I was like, I'm just gonna, I got it. And everyone's like, it's your birthday. I'm like, yeah, that's why I got it. Like, I want to eat food that I'm gonna like. No offense to everybody else.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure all my friends are good cooks if they cook like that. You know what I mean? I just like how I make shit. You know?
And if other people like it too, it's like, and if you enjoy it too, like some people are like, I like to be like the party host and I like to cook. I want people to enjoy what I've created, you know, like I love to grill, dude. I love to smoke food and shit.
See, okay, so here's me. I just mentioned like fucking 15 minutes ago that I don't like people approaching me about music shit. But if you tell me, bro, this is one of the best burgers I've ever had, I love it.
Yeah.
It is my favorite. I'm like, yes, please tell me I'm doing my best.
That's one thing I do. Like I do agree with you that was very good. Like I did well. I know.
Like,
you know, not
dude,
to be like cocky, but just to say that was fucking amazing. And I agree.
It was great because like you're you have that little bit of cockiness, but also you're proud of yourself, man.
Hell
You're like,
yeah,
this is dope.
Fire, son.
we were like microdosing there. Well, not there. It was like the day after or the day before, I think. So yeah, and then that day I was just still feeling like whatever about it. Like I was still like in that mindset of still being fucked up because I had microdosed like that day prior. So I was still like in that like head high kind of, and everyone's like, "Oh, this burger's so fucking good," and I'm like, "Yeah, it sure is. You're absolutely right, it is." And it was great.
I feel you, man, because
like I'm literally gonna leave here and go to the store to get food for dinner tonight.
well, there's one thing like I can say like I'm proud of and actually be confident about it is the cooking food, man. Like,
dude, exactly.
I love food.
So
it's my kids and my house and food. Like I can say that I do pretty okay.
Fuck yeah, you know. Dude. Fuck yeah. I was gonna say you have like a pretty nice house for being in Lincoln Park. I've seen some shitty Lincoln Park houses.
Yeah.
This is a nice crib, dude, for real.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take care of your little fucking piece of land. That's what you got. Fucking take care of it.
My dad lived at that big ass house right down the street from the high school, 3008 Lafayette. I'm just putting it's not even his address anymore. He just had to like move out and shit. But that big ass fucking house.
Is it on the corner?
So technically, it's on the corner of
Lafayette, Champaign,
Detroit, and Lafayette.
Oh, okay.
It's like so, like it's not a corner. It's like you go down that side street off Ford Street, and it's just like right there. Big, beautiful fucking yard, fucking nice place. I'm so mad that he had to give that house up, man, because that was such a nice house.
Yeah.
So if you heard that address, or if you have to like rewind it, buy it back for my dad.
Go back and buy it.
Buy that bitch back for him. He's mad.
Yeah. And we have barbecues there.
Exactly.
What else we got? Oh, yeah, I'm going to ask you. So it's about Loose Cannon, but you just put out some weird-ass fucking 8-bit remix shit. Whoa, what is that? And
so
why? I actually listened to the whole thing today. Like, I checked it out like the other day or like last week or whenever you put it out.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is fucking weird. It sounds like fucking like Super Mario or something. Or
it's
like
dope,
fucking
dude.
Nintendo.
It's dope, right?
But I said, yeah, I listened to the whole thing today. I was like, this is sick, dude. I was like, what the fuck is it? It's like Tetris music.
So Loose Cannon, I'm actually extremely proud of being in Loose Cannon because like I grew up listening to the music like that, like the metalcore to the extent of like Despised Icon, Bury Your Dead, which makes this whole thing full circle for me, which it's cool.
Yeah.
Chris is in Doubt It. He played in Short Leash and shit. Jake was in Hyler, you know. Dorian and Ben are really good friends with Chris. They were in bands with him for like years, and he was like, "Yo, I got this project that's like this, and this." No, I'm totally good, thank you. But he was like, "Oh, it sounds like this, and this," and I was like, "Dude, yeah, I'll sing for it." They're like, "We didn't think that you would because of hardcore, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Bitch, do you know what got me here? Bury Your Dead, Despised Icon, the Acacia Strain." You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean it's just us jamming, man. We'll have a little bit more details on this later, but we're doing a little run in September, and I'm pretty hype on it. I'm really excited. We're recording another single in a couple weeks, hopefully. But the 8-bit, I know you're dying to hear about the 8-bit. So we released the song Suffocate Within. It's actually a very personal song for me. That's why I was like, we can have a little fun with it, whatever. But the idea came when Ben is like really into like dungeon synth and like fucking 8-bit stuff, the stuff that Maximum Under the Knife's doing now, which sounds sick too.
Yeah, it's different, but
he was
cool.
Yeah, and he was like, we should like put out a tape when we have these 3 singles out because we're gonna do one more and then focus on like the EP and shit. And he was like, we should put out these 3 but also do like remixes for them, and that's where the Suffocate 8-bit came in because Dorian, our guitar player, like just I guess knows how to do it. Like we were asking people to do, he's like, oh, I can just do it. He's like, we're like, why the fuck didn't you say that in the first place? Like, so it turned out so sick. I laughed at it only in the way of like, this is fucking crazy. No other band's doing this right now. This is so cool. We're actually gonna use it as a sample in the intro of our set at Midwest Unity Fest. Only at Midwest Unity Fest. So if you're not there, you're gonna miss it.
That's like. How do they do that? How do they make that noise? Is it just converting the noise?
Dude, I'm not fucking smart. Like the only thing I know is that they take the like stems of like each individual chord, each individual part, all the drums, all the guitar, everything, and they like use like not like a piano type thing, but like a MIDI keyboard to like
Okay.
program all of it or
Yeah,
whatever.
MIDI. That's what I was thinking of, the old ringtones.
Yeah. Literally the idea.
I'm gonna download it and put it as my ringtone.
Exactly.
There you go.
Do it, dude.
I'm going
Dude,
to.
that's fucking tight, dude.
It's like
I'll just send it to you. Don't worry about it. But then they're all gonna yell at me like, "Hey, stop fucking giving our shit away."
I know how to download on Bandcamp.
Right. Yeah, that's what I told him to do. Anyway, but yeah, we want to do like 2 more and like do a tape thing, you know.
That's fucking cool.
A lot of cool shit coming, man. Very, very happy with what we have and like our team and shit. Trey Roberts from Mouth for War, he's the one who like mixed and mastered those 2 singles. Fucking killed it, dude. That dude's a madman, and he did that guest spot on that the first single too.
I was wondering about that. I was gonna ask you, who did that guest about? I don't want to I don't know that voice.
Yeah, it's Trey from Mouth for War. He played in Bruise too.
Aren't they from what, Colorado or something?
Yeah. They're from Colorado.
Yeah, they're fucking good.
Dude, they're a sick fucking band. I was like, hey, dude, you're already doing this. Do you want to do a spot? He's like, yeah. Cool, let's do it. He fucking killed it.
Yeah. You know, I was wondering, how does that fucking work too? Like, how do you ask somebody from like a different fucking region to do like a guest spot? Do they just have to find like their own little like recording area?
So, yeah, I mean, I guess it just depends. I mean, some people pay, some people like have their own shit. Thankfully, Trey is like a mastermind at like production, so he has like a full blown studio in his house, and he was just able to do it real quick, like sitting there, like tracking everything, fixing everything up. It could vary though, because it could go from asking somebody to do it to somebody telling you that they're gonna do it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Josh Barella, Enemy of God. He did that guest spot in Sent Below, that High Alert song. I drew a blank. I had so many fucking bands. I don't know. Not actually. I just was trying to not speech impediment thing. Whatever. High Alert.
Tap your finger. Take a breath.
Right. God, I'm going all the way back to third grade.
Back to third grade.
Exactly. But High Alert, Sent Below. I sent him the lyrics to it. I've had that song written forever. That's like, because like Lyric and I would go half quarter on quite a bit of songs, so like I'll give him credit where it's due, but there's a lot of there's quite a handful of songs that I would 100% written myself. You know what I mean? And so Sent Below is a song I've had for like the longest fucking time, and I sent Josh the lyrics for it, and he goes, "Yo, that part before the breakdown sucks. What if you said this? But I'm gonna do it." And I was like, "Do you want to do it?" He's like, yeah. I'm like, cool. Then it's fucking yours. And he killed it.
That's cool as fuck. But I'm going to do it. Let's do it fucking right.
Yeah, and he fucking killed it. I trust his judgment, dude. I've known Josh for a long time, too, you know. I trust his judgment on a lot of shit.
Yeah, hey, man. I mean, you guys
not everything. But a lot of shit. That's my boy, dude, for real.
Fuck, I had a question that I was talking about Hyler. Yeah. No, you know, because I've seen... It's in a band a few times, but it seemed like there's a lot more to squeeze out. Like, it didn't even, to me, like there could have been more to it, especially with how experienced everybody is and with other bands and shit, that it didn't get a full life out of it, you know, full.
This is a corny subliminal thing, and Lyric's probably going to slap my hand for saying this, but we haven't even, quote unquote, scratched the surface. So that's all I'll say about that. I wish we did have more time. Maybe now we do have more time, you know? But like I said, all of us are busy as fuck, you know?
Right.
I'm moving out of fucking Newport, Monroe, you know? I don't need to be there anymore. So I'm focusing on doing that too, and like loose cannon shit. And exclusive to this podcast, me and Dorian are like doing some like lo-fi, like SoundCloud rap shit because it's funny.
Be honest, you want to do it. It's a secret dream.
Dude, it's no.
It's
just easy.
That's cool,
it's just easy.
but
it gives me something else to do.
No, but I find that cool as fuck. I like when people in like the hardcore scene like do hip hop shit. I think that's fucking cool. You said
there's that rapper.
It's a lo-fi corny, but let's be real, it's something that you want to do.
It's cool, you know. Like I said in the very beginning of this, I listen to everything. I mean, almost everything, but I listen to mainly everything. And like I love that kind of shit, like Joji, Lil Peep, Trippie Redd, all that kind of fucking new generation of
I don't know
whatever
what
the
that
fuck
is.
that is. Yeah. Yeah, he's like, what the fuck is this? What are you
I
talking
know
about?
Lil Peep. I know that. Isn't he dead?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
A lot of those fucking people are dead, dude, because they all love drugs, man. And you know what? Addiction's real, man. Like, please get yourself help, or else shit like that is gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
Shit like that's gonna continue to happen to these fucking kids, you know?
Yeah, smoke weed.
Smoke some weed, please.
Mind your business.
Smoke some weed. Pop some shrooms, dude. Call it a day.
That's it. That's all you need.
Someone told me at Tied Down, I forget who fucking said this, but they were like, dude, I'm not on any antidepressant. I just pop like 2 caps each day, and I notice a total fucking difference in my everyday life.
That does work for a lot of people. I've never really microdosed. Every time I've tried, I've always taken like it's the hair too much, and I'm like, whoops.
You're like, oh shit, I'm fucked up again.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'll have like a day off. My kids are like at school. Like okay, they go to school at 8. If I can just like eat maybe like like 0.2 of a gram or something real little. It's like an hour later, by like 9:30, I'm like, it's like 9:30, and I got a slight
you're like,
overkill.
wow, there's carpet everywhere.
Like, I didn't have carpet in my house.
Yeah, exactly.
but no, I've done that a couple times where I'm like, how do I fucking calm this down? Like I'll drink a cup of coffee and smoke a joint. I'm like, well, that just exacerbated it.
I was gonna say
exacerbated it.
It masturbated. It masturbated.
Yeah, came everywhere.
No, dude,
yeah.
seriously, because we got some not too long ago from like a friend of mine, and my girl was telling me like, hey, just so you know, when you smoke, you're gonna get high. I'm like, I know, I've done this shit before, whatever. But like, I forget we smoke good shit. When I was doing shrooms and smoking, it was when I was smoking mids. I was like 15, 14 years old. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, dude. now I'm like, oh shit. Like,
but look, there's nothing that I find more fun than like after like say you eat say like 1.5 grams or 2 grams of mushrooms. Say you eat 3, like, you're going deep when you do that. But like after, like once your peak is like coming down, like once you like go through like changes. You ever listen to Joey Diaz podcast? Like when Lee's going through changes when you'd eat like 1,000 milligrams of edibles.
Oh shit!
What just like a couple grams of mushrooms. Like after, like it's like almost like the peak is over, but you're still feeling really good. Like smoking like the fattest blunt. And like there is really like you take the fattest hits and blow out fucking massive clouds, and to all these straight edge people, feels pretty cool.
Yeah, guys, don't worry. Like that meme of that like army soldier like sitting in front of that kid, like taking all the arrows to the back and shit.
Yeah,
it's like that's me.
As I'm shielding you guys.
I don't want you handsome young men or beautiful young women to indulge in these terrible things and hurt your bodies.
Right. Well,
so I'll smoke. What I'm trying to say is I'll smoke weed. Okay. Yeah. Well, what I'm trying to say is I'll keep smoking weed.
It's not. No, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind or influence anybody. But if people who have done it, they're like, yeah, that's fucking pretty wild. Like mushrooms are crazy.
But I will say also, yeah, it is pretty great.
Yeah.
So if you ever change your mind, your good friends Marcos and Rob are here.
I'll lead you through it.
Right.
It's fun. Or have like a fire, just like have like a small little bonfire, listen to some like fucking like weird music, like say the typical like Jimi Hendrix or even Sublime, just like put on like just like 2 albums worth of their fucking shit, and people know the songs.
Yeah, of course.
And they're like, oh, this song has never sounded so good. And
dude,
like,
always
you feel it, man. Like you can feel like you're like, I'm sitting there with Jimi Hendrix on a 95-degree day at fucking Woodstock, 1969. You feel the sun beating on your face,
and you're fucking rolling.
Yeah,
you're rolling,
just going through it, man. You got your eyes shut. You're just going through fucking hippie town, dude. It's crazy.
Dude, it's dope too, because like similar situation, and a lot of people who are gonna hear this are gonna be like, you already fucking do this regardless. My favorite thing is to get fucking fried and watch wrestling. Dude, I love pro wrestling so much. I used to do it. I was like a backyarder. I like trained for a little bit. I know how to take bumps and fucking do holds, and
Oh my god, would you hit yourself with like fluorescent lights and shit?
Oh, I never did that.
No.
Ooh, I went through a table though. I did do that.
Okay,
and I also,
hurt.
with it not breaking, because it didn't break, because I mean we all know it's fucking staged, choreographed, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
So you make a little slit in the fucking table.
Wait, what it is? No.
Oh, I gotta go. We're gonna cut it off now. But You like make a little slit in the table so that you fall through it all the way.
Oh.
Was not much of a slit.
Okay, you just score it with a razor knife.
Yeah. Kind of like make little incisions like on the bottom of it. Cut the sides of it a little bit so it breaks through like perfectly in half.
Okay.
Didn't break. 100 what was that at that time? Like 137-pound me, slipping a disc in my back. Yeah, which it's still fucked up. Not as fucked up anymore. I actually got the okay, which I love you to death. I know you're gonna hear this, but my wonderful girlfriend, if I can say it, I'm so scared she's gonna kill me after saying this. Told me
nervous, I hear it.
told me I can go back to doing it, so maybe I'll do that too.
I hope you do. You gonna do the wrestling at the sanctuary?
Cause now I play in bands and I have my own fucking theme music, dude. Be dope.
Well, that is cool. I mean, no, I got nothing against wrestling. I used to watch like in the '90s and shit, like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. But for whatever reason, I got out of it.
Bro,
but, like,
try watching like the older shit. Like, do you have like any of the like streaming services and shit?
Bro, I mean, I got some.
Bro, get Peacock, $5. They have all the old like ECW, WCW shit. Get fucking ripped, and you're like, this part of the match is so fucking wild, dude. It's the best time, dude, because you're like going through that match all over again. You're like, oh my god, 1, 2, 2.5. Oh my,
I forgot.
It's so sick, dude. It is so great.
Well, even like the whole storylines with like the NWO and but that was WCW. But
that shit was game
Degeneration
changer,
X,
Degeneration
WWF,
X.
dude. Like that was the best like drama and best like storyline for.
Well, did you hear
3-4 years?
Did
man.
you hear Vince just got fucking like called out for some shit? Vince McMahon from like the CEO of World Wrestling Entertainment.
What did he do?
He gave this girl $3 million. I don't know for how long, for hush money, because he had an affair with her. She was a paralegal. She was a paralegal hiree in their company, and he was having an affair with her. And like giving her like $3 million for like hush money and shit, and it got called out.
By who? Her?
No, someone else did. Someone else
Who cares? She wanted to do it.
Someone internally was like.
I mean, you shouldn't pay people off to not say anything, but.
What? But what about his wife?
Oh
Plus,
yeah.
that man is 85 years old.
Yes, he really.
His dick is not getting hard. There's no way.
You sure?
No way.
All that testosterone, he fucking.
Plus, he's jacked still.
His ass. Yeah, so he's got to be able to get a hard dick.
There's no way. Muscle. There's no way.
Oh,
Cap.
Goddamn, what's his wife's name?
Linda.
Ooh, she's been on wrestling too, like way back in the day. She used to come out.
Yeah, I remember she was during the like invasion angles and shit that they would do. She was like in that wheelchair and shit. And, like, she was like a fucking mute for a long time.
A mute?
For what? For what, man?
That shit was so corny, dude.
Like, we knew she could talk.
Jacked on steroids. He'd come out ripping shit.
He'd come out with his,
no
like,
chance in hell.
fucking, like, it looked like a women's, like, spaghetti strap tank top because it was so thin. And he'd come out with the fucking strut his big-ass arms.
Just chest blown out.
Hulk Hogan doesn't have shit on me. Fuck.
The baby oil on him.
He actually had a match at this year's WrestleMania. And it was this dude and some other dude, and like I guess Vince is like the protege of this other cat, or like that guy's the protege of Vince or whatever. And he's like, I'll do a match with you, and blah, and like takes off his shirt, fucking ripped. I'm like, I look like bird shit compared to Vince McMahon.
Oh my god,
that sucks.
Yeah, he's a fucking crazy person.
He's a madman, dude.
But he's created so many characters. People come in with ideas, but he's the one who says it fucking flies.
He's the one, like, solidifying all those things, which
I
will say.
Or say, hey, this is going to be your storyline. Like, he created The Rock. The Rock didn't have his own ideas.
Dude, and now look at him.
Yeah, exactly.
And, okay, so I'm definitely more so anti-WWE nowadays because, like, the new company's out. The son of AEW, the son of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, which Cody's gone back to fucking WWE at this point, but he started this company with like a lot of like independent guys and like this dude who owns it's like the owner of like the Seattle Seahawks too, he loves this shit. He like is a fan like me. You know what I mean?
Well, they get what they deserve then, because I know they were getting fucked.
They get
WWE.
what they deserve, dude. They like fire like 45 people a year. Talent just gets dropped.
Yeah.
Like, they go from sitting in catering because they're not doing anything to getting fired because they don't need them anymore. It's fucked, dude. They don't care about that. They don't care, like, because
No contracts or the.
dude, yeah, because
Yeah.
they're all like but I will say one of the most respectful things I've ever heard in my whole entire life is John Cena said the other day in some interview, I don't mind, or it was like Howard Stern like forever ago. He said, I don't mind Vince McMahon owning rights to my name because that man gave me a job. He gave me a name. He's the reason why I'm a movie star now.
Right.
So I'm making still so much more money than he is off my name. I don't mind giving him anything.
Yeah.
I respect it for those that work, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, like Rock, Undertaker, John Cena, even Triple H, like those people.
Sure. Yeah, there's some like natural, talent who they would have became like famous anyway, but there's so many people who maybe they had an argument with Vince McMahon that he said, guess what? You're done.
He's like,
and then they never became anything.
He was like, oh, you are like the most talented person on my roster and you're mad about not getting TV time? You can go over there. Then.
Yeah.
You can go get TV time at the Bingo Hall show.
You go to WCW.
Yeah. Look at WCW.
Is Jerry the King Lawler? Or no, he's dead.
No, he's not dead, dude.
Oh, he's not dead. So who's on it still? Does he still do?
He had a heart attack like 2011, I'm pretty sure.
The other guy died? JR?
JR is actually the color commentator for AEW.
Oh, so he's not dead.
Along with Taz. You remember Taz?
Taz, he was
in ECW.
Yeah. He's like all jacked and crazy.
Yeah, short little fucker.
Yeah, yeah, man.
But yeah, Jerry Lawler.
Jerry
Lawler, I think, is retired at this point. They just had him back for like one little thing, but
Jerry
the King Lawler.
Puppies. Remember
that dude's
that?
a fucking weirdo, bro.
Puppies. We talk about boobs.
Like
we
it's
call them puppies.
Like back then, like when like back in that day, it was funny. But like I'm 25 now. I'm not 6. I'm like, okay, you're just a perverted old man who is not on his medicine. Like that's
corny asshole.
Yeah, like dude, like you're not even funny. Like it was funny saying puppies the first time, but then you said it for 10 fucking years straight. Like, what do you mean?
Puppies. Fucking A, dude. What else? Who else? What would somebody find surprising about you?
Surprising about me?
Yeah. What's one thing that you really like to do besides wrestling that somebody will say, "Holy shit, that's
dude, I don't
out of the ordinary."
fucking
do anything weird?
I don't do anything, brother. I'll tell you right now. All I used to skate when I was younger, but like every fucking young boy did at some point. You know what I mean?
They all tried, or at least.
So this is not a like hobby or whatever. I skated until I was 13 or 14 because when I was around 13 or 14, I got diagnosed with juvenile arthritis. I've had arthritis for over 10 years now.
You got like bad joints and shit.
Oh yeah, my knees are fucked.
Damn.
But I could also
squats. Does that help?
But I could also be a meteorologist in the fact that I can tell you when it's time it's gonna rain.
Oh,
because my knees be aching.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, here it comes.
or like the humidity and shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, it being so humid and hot lately has been killing me. Like, not only like
an old man.
like sweat, dude. I feel like a fucking old man. It sucks. I'm only 25, but my girlfriend told me like, oh, like someone told me when you turn 25, like your bones start to wear out more and you start to feel older and blah blah. She turned 25 last year, broke her elbow and her ankle like months apart from each other.
That's fucked up.
She's also clumsy. Love you. She's like, hey.
So, I don't know, man. Let's go back to fucking Tied Down. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
What do you think was like one of your some of your favorite highlights of that? Like, say like your couple favorite sets.
Dude, that Enemy of God set, all those fucking jerseys.
That was beautiful.
Dude, I'm so jealous. I hate being broke all the time. I hate paying for shit. I'm like, I need to just make a bet. I just need to get a better paying job and move out of Monroe is what it is.
Yeah.
Fucking hate where I am now. I do like public space maintenance for a hotel. Fuck that, dude. But like seeing the jerseys like going everywhere, it was insane.
That was cool. The shot
like,
who's like really down.
Like specifically Joe going, if you're wearing a jersey, why the fuck are you standing still? And everyone losing their mind. I was like, someone's gonna get killed. That was the best set they've ever played, I think.
I posted a story. I was recording when he said that. I just happened to catch it.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
And I forgot that this bigger fella. He's running back and forth, and he came, and he must have punched like one person like next to me, but he came up and like right at my camera and fucking punched the person next to me. But I was like, oh, I just stopped recording because I thought he was gonna hit the fucking phone.
You're like, no, please.
Yeah, I was like, don't do that.
The Enemy of God set was tight. Razzle Dazzle at the pre-show was sick because we blew up those fucking beach balls, and that shit was fucking sick.
That was cool, dude. I had like probably 10 more, but I thought it would have been too much, but I don't think it would have.
The Never-Ending Game set was iconic, dude.
It gets better and better for them guys. Every set gets crazy.
I've told Mike multiple times that they're already very good, but they just keep getting better and better every time that they play a home show, because more and more people show out and realize, oh, this is like Detroit hardcore. This is cool. You know what I mean?
And like, I almost feel like I'm such a hard dick rider for them, but like, I can't help it,
they're
dude.
Fucking sick.
They're like fucking magical when they play.
Dude, it's insane. And they like sneak in those one or two older songs, like when they played Going Through some things at the fest. I was like, what the fuck? You haven't played this in a minute, dude.
Yeah, dude, that was that set was so good at the Magic Stick.
I'm always putting a lot of people on the fucking spot, but if Mikey hears this, put Jokes on You back in that set immediately. I was expecting it at Tie Down, and I was ready to murder everybody. Then I was like, fuck, they didn't play. No, dude, the fucking, yeah. The fucking bass part, yeah, dude. Yeah. Murder. But they get better every time. I was excited to see Invoke. I love that band. I wish more people would have popped off for Invoke, because that band is so good.
Yeah, they are good. I didn't hear I think I heard of them, but I never even bothered to listen to them until I seen the flyer.
Dude,
yeah,
they're heavy.
There's just so much out there. It's hard to fucking keep up sometimes.
And of course, fucking Build and Destroy. It was like a fever dream. I keep mentioning fever dreams.
Have you ever seen them before that? I'm sure you've seen
them.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I saw them.
Times.
I saw them with No Warning and Hangman at Refuge.
Oh shit!
Love Hangman.
Yeah,
I got so many homies. High Alert's played with Hangman a handful of times, and those dudes love smoking weed. Those dudes love smoking weed.
Yeah,
it's cool because
the bassist or the guitarist or something of Hangman is the singer of
Pain of Truth. Yeah,
and Brian, is that his name?
Mike. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Michael Brian Smith is his name on
fucking
Instagram.
Homie.
Yeah,
He's the homie for sure, dude. It's fun. I'm just gonna say this too, bro. Y'all need to stop hating that I'm friends with people because I'm fucking nice. Please just let me be friends, because if I was dick riding, you would know.
Oh, would you sneak in their DMs trying to suck their dicks?
Yeah, that's what people think I'd be doing and shit.
But why not?
I've been friends with Mike since like 2018.
Yeah,
bro.
and
like whenever he's here, he doesn't like flying with weed coming from fucking Long Island, so I hook him up whenever I can. That's my boy.
You know, sometimes as you probably think of that yourself though before anybody else even says it, like.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like me doing like the podcast and shit. It's like I reach out to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But then I'm if they're coming through, like they don't. So like even if they like I never replied, I'm like, yo man, if you need anything while you guys are here,
exactly.
I'll hook you up, whatever, like food spots or fucking weed, whatever.
Right.
Like and they'll like. It's like some people's like,
it's cool
to know cool people in band. I like your fucking band. I'm happy to talk to you. You're a cool person.
Right. Yeah.
I like you. I'll suck your dick.
I'll suck your dick. What's up? Pull it out.
Yeah. I really like your music, so let me blow you.
Right. But and like I've even told him too, like, bro, this is not. He's like, nah, dude, you're my fucking boy, dude.
Fucking haters.
That's what I'm saying. Fucking haters, bro.
Hey, they're mad. They don't want to reach
out. Go over there and practice like falling down or something, dude. Come on.
Yeah. No, it's like your band's cool. Like, I can contact you easily. Why wouldn't I?
You know the number one rule of making friends? Being nice.
Yeah. No, I see nothing wrong with that. But I know what you're saying, because I even feel like, God damn, I bother this person.
Right, dude. No, I know the, like, space. I'm like, nah, dude, that dude's in Europe right fucking now, dude. Fucking going off. So, like...
Yeah, as if you're commenting on like every story, then like
then you're fucking weird, dude. Yeah. But no, he's the homie. The last time he was here was
I probably do that to some people.
That Pain of Truth fucking terror show, the Magic Stick that we were all at. He was talking to someone and he goes, you know who always has weed? This fucking guy right here. I was like, I do be. That's me.
That's cool. That Pain of Truth, yo, when they played at the Sanctuary,
scary.
I haven't felt that way in a long time.
Fucking
dude.
Poor Austin, man.
He got KO'd, right?
Got KO'd, bro.
I thought I seen him sleeping. I was like, nobody's sleeping during Pain of Truth.
Dude, he tried to go back in. He tried to go back in and mosh me. And I was like, stop. No, you probably shouldn't do that, man. Like,
but that shit was scary. Like,
insane videos.
I never thought.
Everywhere. Everyone has insane videos.
And also, I wish more bands would say, turn the fucking lights on. Leave the lights on. I like to see the chaos. I don't. It's cool when it's dark and there's red lights and fucking strobe lights, but I love when it's just a lit room. Like FYA this year, all the Hate 5 I was like, I love it. It's fucking fluorescent lights. I want to see it all.
That's what I love about the Edgeman shop is there's no other option.
Yeah.
Like the lights have to be on.
Or it's going to be pitch black the whole time.
Funny story, you were talking about like the lighting of it. I have a video of them playing the test at the sanctuary, and I was showing them. And I'm high out of my fucking mind at this point. You know, I smoked on the way there. I'm smoking with him now. Like, I haven't seen him since, like, last month, whatever, chilling. And he hands my phone over to this bald dude sitting down next to him. Like, I'm so disassociated, like, because, like, when I'm high, I get anxious, I think, sometimes. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, dude, yeah, whatever, cool. And the guy's like, oh, is that the sanctuary? My band's played here a few times, blah, blah, blah. And the old one. And I look up. Scott Vogel from Terror. And I look like a fucking huge asshole. I'm like, oh yeah, dude.
Did you ask him what band he was in?
I was like, no, I didn't. But
what band are you in?
But like, he was like, I played here a few times. I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude, you have.
Like, yeah, I was there with Harm's Way and Backtrack, and
I did actually mention that show. I was like, dude, at this point, I've seen you play with so many of my favorite bands. I've seen you guys like 100 times. He's like, well, you're gonna see us 101 tonight. I was like,
that's cool as fuck, man. Yeah,
nice guy. Mikey tried to hand him the blunt. I was like, oh, that's so weird. Don't do that. He was like, oh, nope. Well, like, it was all in good fun. It was a joke, you know. Joe Plonky, scary man, scary human being from, Iced Out, Big Deal, Short Leash, all those other bands. Enemy of God, Hush. That dude is so funny because we'll be, like, in a smoke circle, and he was just be like, give me that fucking shit, man. Like, he's, like, the king of, like, being funny about it. Like, he, like, makes a joke of it. It's funny. Yeah. That dude's a good fucking
that whole, like, militant thing or, like, close-minded, like, straight-edge people, I don't really see it, or they just don't talk about it. Like back in the day,
I don't see it as much.
Crew,
yeah,
like Courage Crew, like you didn't even want to like smoke by them, even though like most of the time they're like they're never really gonna do shit. But obviously they fucking hate like smoke. Who doesn't hate secondhand cigarette smoke?
Yeah, fucking hell.
Even smokers hate secondhand cigarette smoke. But
I used to be a smoker, and I fucking hate it, especially because I used to be a smoker.
That shit out of my face. Yeah, I smoked for a long time. It's going on 4 years in December.
Hell yeah, dude.
No cigarettes, yeah. Or sorry, February. I don't know why I said December. But crazy. Like, I never thought I would not smoke, especially like $10 a pack now. I'd smoke fucking Newports like a piece of shit.
I smoked Marlboro Reds. Those are my cigarettes of choice.
Cowboy Killers.
It's been 6 years, I think.
Holy shit.
It's 6 years, yeah.
Well, good for you.
Thanks, man.
Smoking sucks.
Smoking sucks.
Gross.
Smoking weed?
It's awesome.
Ding, 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 ding. Very sick.
One of the best things one of the things I'm best at. There you go.
Yeah. You asked what people would like to hear about me. I'm really good at smoking weed. Like, really good at it, guys.
Well, I mean, we're talking about a Razzle Dazzle at the pre-show. That was fucking magical too. All those other bands were good, but I mean, I'm not like crazy about like the Gel and Gag. They're good, talented.
Bro,
bands.
I think Gel is very sick.
Yeah.
I think especially seeing them live, I was like, oh, this band's fucking wild.
Yeah, but to see Razzle Dazzle, I'm sure you've seen that. You went to that in Cold World.
Oh no, I didn't.
Okay, so you have seen them before?
I haven't seen them. That was my first time ever seeing them.
Yeah,
and it was like you said, it was magical.
It was, yeah, because I was outside. Yeah. About to be cool. I was smoking a blunt with those guys outside before the show.
Oh, don't say that, bro. They're gonna come after you and say you're sucking on their dick.
My best friends. No. Mike, their drummer. I've known him since fucking probably like 9th grade. Back when we were still listening to like the Casualties and like Alkaline Trio and shit.
Yeah.
Like way back before we even knew anything about like hardcore. He was always wore like a Slayer shirt here and there, but he was a punk rocker for a while. Then we all somehow ended up at hardcore shows. I don't know how it happened, but
and I'm surprised I didn't mention this. One of my biggest influences in music, like you mentioned Slayer, and I was like, oh my god, why didn't I say this? Slipknot is a big reason why I'm here today. I learned how to do screaming vocals because of Corey Taylor.
Give me a scream, Corey.
Fuck yeah.
I don't like a fucking thing.
It's funny because some of the dudes, they're gonna be on my ass like wanting to do it again. We've already talked about trying to do it again a few times. It was some of the guys in Hyler, some of the guys in Hush, some of the guys in I think Austin from No One in Mind was playing drums or whatever. We were all gonna do a 9-piece Slipknot cover set with masks and jumpsuit and everything. We practiced like Duality and like. I think like People Equal or no Sick. We practiced Sick. It was that kid, dude. Austin is such a good drummer too. So he can play all this like I'm like fucking hell, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, you're not a drummer. Like your music it doesn't sound good. You know, anybody can play guitar, but you can't fucking have a band without a drummer.
Right, exactly. That's why I grabbed my boy who played in Capital Offense. Breaking news, starting another fucking band. It's going to be me on bass.
Breaking news.
BB from Hyler on guitar. My boy Drake from Capital Offense on drums. And Macy, my girlfriend, as the singer.
Oh, shit.
That's going to be fucking dope. We're like sending shit to each other, like an idea of songs and shit. He's going to come and practice like once a month because he lives in Bloomington, Illinois. I don't know. He's probably going to kill me for saying the wrong thing, but whatever. But he actually might move up here. So I'm like, dude, just fucking do that. We can jam. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to move anyway. We'll get a big enough place that you have your own space, dude. Fuck it.
How's it going to sound like, like voice-wise?
She's going to actually scream. She like knows nothing about it. Like, I'm, like, in the middle of, like, teaching her shit, and she's already fucking so good at it, dude. Like, because, like, when it comes to, like, vocal styles in general, people are, like, people hear, like, one vocal style of, like females in hardcore, which, like, shout out all the females in hardcore, dude. Right. Front men, or front women.
You misogynist. You have to leave.
Front women, bass players, bass players, guitar players, drummers. Fucking sick, dude, you know? But I feel like people are like glued to like one style of front women vocals, and she's gonna change that, and that shit is so sick. And I'm so excited to actually make music and start shit with it because it's gonna be fucking insane.
Man, look, anything that people like put out and even like take a stab at, whether it sticks around or not, like you have to applaud it and give them props for even attempting to. It's an art, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
You're putting your own creativity into it. And for them to express it or even take a fucking stab at it, that's awesome. Whether it's one song or a fucking 4-song
She's
demo
always wanted to be in a band. She's told me, like, she's like, why haven't you fucking started a band with me? You started bands with everyone else. I'm like, well, are you ready? Because I can easily get a drummer and a bass player and a whatever else. Just what happens that it's me. But, like, I'm like, I can get all these fucking people and we can do this. So here we are now. You know what I mean?
Should be interesting. Is there anything like? Excuse me. You said your boy lives out in Illinois somewhere.
Yeah.
You guys actually have you like made music yet, or is this like still just?
It's still a very very early thing.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like I've sent him videos of like riff ideas that like Brian has sent over, and he sends me videos or like ideas of him like drumming over or like what he would want to drum over it for or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's all coming. It's all slowly but surely going to come together. I don't know about this year. For sure, next year it'll happen.
Good.
I still have a lot of time. We still have like a lot of time to get shit out until the end of the year. But it's just we always take time with your first thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It took Doubt It goddamn 2 years.
Yeah. Well, about time. I mean, I didn't know about it that long. Like maybe like a few months before. I think there was like an Instagram page before.
Yep.
For a while before they even had anything out.
Yeah. So
exciting.
Funny story. I was supposed to be the original singer of Doubt It.
Were you?
Yeah. I am a lazy piece of shit and never drove out to practice. So they were like, "Hey, we're gonna move on." I was like, "I get it. It's cool." Especially now because Adrian kills it in that fucking band, dude. He fucking kills it. It's perfect. That band's perfect, dude.
It's crazy. Like I'm so glad. I mean, I'll be honest. It took too long for them to get more shit out. In my opinion, I was hoping for more sooner because that one song was a good song. But I was like,
lying, scheming, show me your penis.
I need more. I need more, like soon, like now. And and to hear the rest of that fucking little EP or whatever, 5 or 6 songs.
Yeah,
it is,
dude, those are all very
so
well.
good.
And Chris from Loose Cannon writes all those songs. That
No
dude,
shit.
so he's got like his own little home studio thing too.
Damn, man.
And dude, he's a fucking genius. And there's stuff, because Dorian, the guitar player for Loose Cannon, he writes most of our stuff too. But whenever Chris comes to the table with shit, we're like, dude, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, what? Like,
well, they're 2 totally different bands too. So
oh yeah,
that's interesting.
He
Like,
loves
changed
playing
styles.
both.
That's crazy,
He loves
dude.
like we just played that show with Gates to Hell and Hanging Fortress and Ballista from Texas. High Alert played like 3 shows with them in Texas. The fucking nicest people ever, seriously. And when we played that, he was just like, going from this to like Doubt It. It's pretty cool. Like, yeah, dude. Like it's pretty sweet going back and forth, I'm sure. That's why I'm kind of glad like High Alert's doing like this show and whatever other shows, you know what I mean?
Hey, man. Can't get mad at it. Like, and for the just be more stuff and more of a reason for like people to like get together, or the people who did, you know, whoever listened to High Alert like, most likely still comes around, you know, because it wasn't
Dude,
that long ago. Or
people come up to me sometimes
Yeah.
like, oh, High Alert. I'm like, dude, we broke up like 2 years ago.
but
But not now.
you know, it's still
I don't
cool
know.
though. Like, it's always for like hardcore bands. Like, it's like they never totally go away. It seems,
No.
and they're just always like, there could be a one-off show. We could come back and do a fucking small little like a demo or something. Or sorry,
It is
like
all a mystery.
yeah. Well, I'm sure you got some plans, but we'll find out eventually.
I guess we will. I don't know.
Guess we will.
I guess we
I'm
will.
looking forward to it. Just August 20th. Oh, and I'm so stupid, dude. Let's go to that show August 20th. I was going to say Break the Cycle, but it's not them.
Cycle of Abuse.
Yeah.
That dude graduated, the singer of that band, Hunter. I graduated from Trenton High School.
So
Very sick.
so you told me that, and I was for sure thinking of Trenton, New Jersey.
No, here.
I was like, okay, that's cool because that's like a crazy high school.
Here.
Yeah. Then, well, I don't know how I figured it out. I was like, yeah, Trenton, Michigan, like 4 miles away.
Yeah, like literally like over there. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Wyandotte, Riverview, Trenton. There you go. Right there.
Lyric from High Alert and all his other bands. That long list of bands, and one of their good friends, Zayd. They all went to high school together, or a few of them went to high school together. I don't know, but they like know him. And then like when Cycle of Abuse came out, Lyric was like, "Oh, my friend's band's in this. Check it out." And they're so sick. They're very good.
Yeah,
They know
heavy.
what they're doing. They know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, and they got the whole East Coast behind them, like the Northeast, like Joe and
Oh yeah,
you know,
dude. Oh yeah, because they're playing
Greg
the
from
they're playing
New
the it's his hardcore pre-show. I'm pretty sure,
Yep,
right?
yeah.
So sick.
yeah,
So
and they played
dope.
another fucking big show just recently. It was at the First Unitarian Church. I forgot who they played with.
I want to
but
play that
it's,
church so fucking
I,
bad.
I just want to go there, dude.
Joe, if you hear this, High Alert wants to play the church. Okay,
Yeah, Joe, if you hear this,
it's okay if you're not hearing this.
it'd be crazy if you heard this.
It'd be crazy if you heard this. Didn't you like just do an episode with him?
No, I didn't just do it. It was like it was like my 4th or 5th episode.
Oh, dude, time flies by when you're
Yeah,
smoking weed.
This was I put it out like February or March of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that was cool though, because I just asked him. Like, obviously, he's like a prominent figure and does a lot for hardcore.
That fest-
controversial to some, but
That fest does a lot for hardcore.
Yeah.
That fest does a lot. And it's cool seeing other fests like that. Like, for example, Tied Down could very much so be a fest like that.
yeah, that's what I hope for.
You know how
but
many people were fucking there? Like 900 something.
for real? That's what it ended up being.
I think something along.
Holy
I know
shit.
like 900 something got tickets.
Wow.
And if you're one of those 900 and you skipped out, fuck you. That's dumb on you.
Yeah, you missed the fuck out.
Always next year.
Yeah, we'll come back to Joe. Like, it's weird to say like all the shit that he's done and been through, things he's done, whatever, like the FSU, the gangland shit, blah blah blah. Like not so friendly for a long time. Like for
Yeah.
him to like come around and
be a crucial part of like hardcore.
yeah, like, he's always booked shows, but like
He's
I
like
don't think he was always
putting
so
his hand out
approachable.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's been humbled somehow, or he's like grown up and
Yeah.
has moved on from what violent past he used to bring with him.
Hey, he's from what I've seen in videos and whatever else, he's probably still got it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, see him grip up people and and drag him
Yeah,
to the side.
856 is a blessing because I get to see him grip people up all the time.
Yeah.
Whenever he's playing the church or there's like a new like this is hardcore video, he's always like, hey, I'm like, shit, dude.
Yeah, like just remember, I'm the biggest asshole here. Yeah, I'm the biggest fucking dickhead. You want to see dickhead? Well, no, like, or like people are like standing on the stage too long. You just launch them in the crowd, like move along, bitch. Other people on the stage die.
There was a set I was actually showing my friends the other day of Angel Dust playing This Is Hardcore, like 2016, maybe 2015, and this girl was like dancing on the stage. She goes, You gotta go. He like points to her. He's like, you gotta go. Like, come on, come on.
You've been up here way too long. Embarrassing yourself. You're in the way.
Someone had like a fucking net for like deep sea fishing and shit, and like would catch people in the middle of like stage diving, dude. It was funny.
That's funny as fuck. But yeah, like Joe, like I appreciate him like coming, taking the time to do my podcast. I can ask like my own like weird questions that I've always had. People want to ask questions to people. It was like fucking now's my chance just to talk about like dumb shit.
Exactly.
Like
that's
weird.
what podcasts are for, man.
Yeah. It's just not only as a person who likes going to hardcore shows, but like to be a fan of like some of the like craziest people you'll ever encounter.
Right.
Like to look up and be a fan of somebody who is like basically a psychopath at one point. It's like for some reason I find you interesting. A lot of people are like, oh, he's a bad person and a bully. Like, well, he does a lot for hardcore. And
he might be those things, but sit down and talk to him. He'll tell you a lot of
he's
shit.
Fucking smart, dude. Have you heard his vocabulary? It's amazing. Like
I can't
his
even
podcast,
talk like that.
Like his words. I'm like, how do you know these words, dude? Like I feel so stupid when I'm listening. I'm just a fucking just a caveman. Like.
Hey, it's that downriver mentality, brother. That's why I talk. It don't matter where, dude. If I move to Madison Heights tomorrow, I'm still talking like I went to fucking Lincoln Park High School, baby. Or fucking, whatever.
Yeah, and like Joe's from like Philly, but like his I use a big one. His vernacular.
Okay, sir.
I feel stupid even saying it. Yeah, I'm like that's not me.
I found out about the word extrapolate the other day, and I just keep putting it in everything.
Well, allow me to extrapolate.
Yeah, exactly.
Like expand. I don't know. Like open up, unpack an idea.
My girlfriend thought it was a made-up word. She's like, I think I might have just made this up, like to be funny. But then I don't know if you've seen the show Workaholics on Comedy Central.
Yeah, of course.
So they have a podcast now, and
I have heard of it.
And Durs said extrapolate, and I was like, oh, it's a fucking word. So I looked it up, and I was like, I'm gonna use this. It's like that episode of Family Guy where he says like shallow and pedantic or whatever.
Say it again, please.
Shallow and pedantic. I see. That's my thing with my stutter is I say it and I fuck it up, and then the next time I'm like, perfect. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, your stutter is like different than mine. Like mine is like the word just like it just won't come out. It's just like my mouth just fucking shuts off. Yours
mine is
like a
more,
straight up stutter.
Yeah.
And mine just is like a stutter or like.
See,
I'll try to say
I would rather.
I'll say, and you'll say the. So mine's like a block. It's ridiculous.
But fuck you. I can say they right now.
They.
Or
like I can rap like Bone Thugs and Harmony songs, but like I can't say a sentence like to somebody. Like,
dude,
sometimes.
As like such a commonly asked question to people, like, oh, how do you do vocals and you have a stutter? I'm like, dude, I don't even have the answer for you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Magic? I don't know. Like,
oh man, it is magic.
It's just you're thinking of it in a different light than
and you've memorized it already. Like instead of like trying to like spit out words, like your brain's moving faster than your mouth.
It's just the fact of being on stage and being in a setting where I'm not talking. Like even this is like the least I've stuttered in like forever.
Well,
and it's still like certain words, you know what I mean? But like it's just because I'm in the setting of like we're not talking outside. We're not like shooting the shit. We're shooting the shit in a professional like platform.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm focused.
It's for other people to listen to.
Exactly.
But like, I can say even like talking to you like outside of shows and shit, like it's like our speech is both way worse. Dude, standing outside a show.
Because I'm all hyped up and I'm like, yeah. Dude, especially after playing, because I give myself headaches. And then I stutter too. I'm like, I just gotta go. Like I'm fucked up. I can't be here anymore.
Well, we're going an hour and 48 minutes. This is the longest one I've done in a long time.
Wow, look at that. And I was telling my girlfriend too. I was like, I'm so nervous. I'm gonna not have anything to talk about. It's gonna be like 45 minutes.
No, I was hoping to do like sometimes it's hard. Like I'm like I don't know where to go with this.
Right, you're like, so what's up? what do you like to do? Like,
Yeah. Well, some people just, they're not great at holding conversation, or it's just like the wrong mood, or I'm not all together. It could be me too, I'm like,
Right,
this
yeah.
is fucking weird. It's, like try to navigate like something. Hopefully somebody will fucking listen to
exactly,
it.
yeah. You're doing a good thing here,
Yeah,
though, man.
so are you, man. You're the cool guy, not me.
No.
So, all these bands, everyone
No.
loves you.
No. Everybody loves me. No.
I love you.
I love you too, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank
All
you.
right.
I need more love in my life. I'm doing a lot of soul searching for myself.
Soul searching. Well,
a lot of positive hippie shit. I think I smoke too much weed at this point now, but whatever.
No.
Nah.
Well, I don't know. Is there anything that we don't know right now with either Loose Cannon or High Alert? You got any new shit from Loose Cannon, or is that just kind of just simmering right now with the new little MIDI sounds?
So we're doing that. We did that in between like songs. Where there's gonna be one for our first single with Trey from Mouth for War, and we're gonna record. I still have. It's my fault. I still have to record vocals over our next single.
Okay.
It's gonna be called Forward. If I can get that out. Forward. Forward. It's a song Chris wrote, so I'm excited to have his words be on this track. But it's gonna be a nice like back your shit up type deal thing. You know what I mean? It's real cool because the way I write is so weird. So like singing a song that someone else wrote, I'm like, I guess I can do this. It just feels super weird. But we're doing that next single, and then we're gonna focus on the EP. We're probably gonna do tapes for the 3 singles. Like I said. 3 singles one side, 3 8-bit versions of the songs on the other side because that's fucking hilarious. And
that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Nobody does that, so at least as far as I know.
Now everybody's gonna take it.
Yeah, for sure.
Pieces of shit.
Sure.
But we're playing.
Going by like 2002 Samsung ringtone.
We're playing Midwest Unity Fest this Saturday at Skeletones in Grand Rapids. Bunch of cool bands, bunch of cool shit. Come mosh or get moshed on, as the folk like to say. We're going on tour, a little run, not like a full fucking tour, but like a little 5-6 day run in like the middle of September. Play some more shows here and there. The EP will probably be out a little bit after that. High Alert, we got that show. We got that show August 20th at Parts and Labor. Cycle of Abuse, Bar Down, No End in Mind. If you're not there, fuck you. we be working very hard on this shit. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably not the last show.
All right.
I'll just go ahead and be the one to tell you right now. This is not the last show, depending on how it goes. But whatever happens.
Y'all just be nice to each other now.
Oh, dude, it's cool. We're all cool.
I know.
It's all good. We're all acquaintances. We're all friends. Whatever. It's all good. But I also understand everyone else is busy as fuck.
Right.
I'm also like not in the headspace of like when I was first in High Alert and I was like go all the time. I'm like, all right, we're gonna just calm down. We're like, it's cool. We're taking our fucking time.
Yeah.
It's still exciting, dude. High Alert was like some of the coolest shit I've ever done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like seeing kids pop off at shows. That's kind of just what we want. We think that like Detroit hardcore, like and all of our friends in Detroit hardcore, like need another show where they just all pop off. And if it's that, cool. If it's not, we got all these other fucking bands to pop off to.
Because, dude, Parts and Labor is going to be upside down for that.
I'm excited, dude.
I mean,
That's
let's
gonna
be respectful, obviously.
Let's be respectful.
With a Cycle of Abuse playing and shit. Like,
and I haven't seen No End in Mind yet, so I'm excited.
Yeah, me either.
All those kids play left-handed, dude. Fucking yeah, they all play left. John, their guitar player, Austin, he sings and plays guitar, and Victor, they all play left.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's
It's
fucking
like me and
sick.
you, we both stutter. They all play left-handed.
That means we should start a band too.
That's it. We just like stutter at each other. We started a stuttering SoundCloud rap group.
Exactly. It all comes full circle at the end of this
Yeah, there we
podcast,
go.
ladies and gentlemen.
That's it.
But that's outside of that, we got those 2 promo songs. I don't know what we're doing with them. I don't know. You'll hear them or not. I don't know.
Hopefully, that's it. So check out Loose Cannon and come to the High Alert show and see Loose Cannon next week in Grand Rapids. And if you don't, go fuck yourself.
Exactly. Fuck you.
Holla.